Well, well, well. It's time to cook. So just when I thought we were going to have a quiet Saturday, we get the release finally in some form of the Dak Prescott press conference, where Dak Prescott is really talking big about the 2026 season. And I'm telling you right now, I've heard Dak say some of these types of things before, but this looks like a different type of Dak Prescott, and it sounds like a different Dak Prescott. And also, just when I thought things was still settling down, Pacman Jones has the unmitigated gall to attack CeeDee Lamb. Y'all know what time it is. Let's talk Cowboys. We are about to talk facts. What time is it? That's what Morris Day at the time used to say. What time is it? It's time to talk Dallas Cowboys. Prince said it's a Saturday night. I guess that makes it all right. Are y'all ready? Let's go. Let's get it. Welcome, 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 Cowboy fans and Cowboy haters alike. I'm the G, and I'm the host of Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. And as you come into this live stream, please hit that like button, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Look at that super chat goal. We are about to have a great time on this Saturday night. And if you haven't become a channel member subscriber yet, what are you waiting on? We got a lot of great content coming up on this channel this season. Now let's talk facts. Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is ready. Dak Prescott smells blood in the water. Dak Prescott is smelling Super Bowl. Dak Prescott is ready to go. And he's got a lot of reasons to be ready to go. He's going to talk about it in the press conference. And then, man, let me tell you something. Emmanuel Acho did not give Chase Daniel the memo. Chase Daniel is going to obliterate Emmanuel Acho's argument about Rain Dakota Prescott. Yeah, his own Chase Daniel destroys him. Then, Pacman Jones. Now, we love Pacman Jones. But Pacman Jones, what we not gonna do, we are not going to allow you to hate on CeeDee Lamb, top 5 wide receiver, best looking wide receiver in the game. We're not gonna do it. Not today, Pacman Jones. Then, Shannon, Sharpe, and Ocho Syncho reacts to the wide receiver rankings. We're gonna see what they have to say. Then we're gonna have a couple of short segments before we get out of here. But man, let me tell y'all something. I'm not worried about the New York Giants, especially when they have a running back on their team like Cam Skattebo. Cam Skattebo is dumb. And I'm gonna show you why I'm saying that. I'm not saying that out of meanness. I'm gonna show you something that this young man did the other day that is absolutely dumb. I'm not worried about no Giants as long as he's on that team. And then, man, I wanna take a look at this betting suspension for this dude from the Cardinals. Crazy work. But at the same time, I don't know what else the NFL can expect. Man, when you start putting as much money and can make as much money on these games as people are making, man, it's only a matter of time before a whole bunch of folk gonna be doing the same thing this guy did. But that's the show for today. You can see it right there in the topics for today. Let's talk Cowboys. We about to talk facts. Let's go. All right, man, let's get this quick roll call in. And it is time to go in on Pacman Jones when we get there. All right, who's first in the building? Jason Farley. What is going on? Jason Farley in the building. What up, Queen? Yeah, it's time to talk Dak. John Henry. Carlito Cash. What up? Big Moss Dog. Miss Matrix. We live. We live on a Saturday. What up, Robert Dudley? Ty Howard. Hallelujah. Salute. Big Moss Dog. What up? Ronnie Dub. What's up? Jeff Shack. What's going on? Good to see you on this Saturday. Jeremy. What up, Jeremy? Jeremy Betts in the house. He said he hope all is well today. Frank Lawrence, my man. What up, Frank Lawrence? Good to see you, Frank Lawrence. Robert Dudley. Demetrius Noel, what up? What's going on, Gregory Hicks? Jabril Quinn in the building. Mike said this. He said, what up, G. Steve Young? John Elway had to wait. Now it's time for that to get the monkey off his back. I agree. Yes, sir. I remember those days. Terrell Sr., my brother, what is going on? Jim Bailey. Chris Dunaway, what is going on? Azteca Aguilar, what up? Thomas Gold Rain Jr., what up? What's up, Pure NGR? I know, I can see what that name says, but I got you. What up, Pure NGR? What up? Good to see you today. All right. Gwen Bowden. What up, Gwen Bowden? Hope all is going well. Prayers up for you, Gwen Bowden. I know you're dealing with a lot. Hope this stream can help you with everything you're going through. What's going on, Mo Eddie? Countryfield? What up, Countryfield? Al Gone. What's going on, Team Envy? What up? Pitbull. What's up? What up? Roosevelt Sears. What up, Roosevelt? All right, let's get this show going. Hallelujah. Y'all got some bad weather going on? We had some bad weather going on the other day, man. Prayers up. Prayers up. Okay. Okay, I thought NGR meant something else. Okay, that's my fault. That's my fault, NGR. That's my fault. All right, let's get this show started. Best channel on YouTube. Let's get this show started. Let's get this thing going for a couple hours. All right. First segment on the docket. We are about to dig deep into the Dak Prescott press conference.
Yes! Here we go!
Yesterday, we got some, we started getting some snippets of the Dak Prescott press conference and some of the things that Dak Prescott is talking about as far as this 2026 season go. And it's not just the fact that Dak Prescott is excited. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are excited. But I want to dig into today as we listen to Dak Prescott is why Dak Prescott is excited. Why Dak Prescott is excited is everything. It's everything. The reason why he's excited and the reason why he's excited is the reason why we ought to be excited. And if Dak is excited, we ought to be excited because Dak Prescott, you can tell, he has a reason, the same reason we do. Dak Prescott is extra motivated. Do y'all hear me? Dak Prescott is extra motivated. This is Dak Prescott at his Faith, Fight, and Finish Foundation Gala. Let's get this thing rolling. All right, hold on. Let me turn my sound up. Rain Dakota Prescott. All right, let's try it again.
League over a decade now, and you always keep first things first. How important is it to have these? How important is it to have these off-season events where you're giving back to the community and fighting for your cause?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's everything, as you just said, right, going on 10 years. I know why I'm here. I know who I am. It goes back to, being 20 years old and, my mom being diagnosed and telling me all greats have a story, allow me to be your story. And here we are 10 years later. Was the fifth or sixth foundation gala. Here to raise money, here to bring awareness to what the Faith Fight Finish Foundation has been doing. But it's not just about, those words. It's about the people that will be here tonight. It's about the money that's being raised. It's about the time that we're going to have. And it's about the beneficiaries of the organization. And so just super, super excited for people, supporters, everyone to see what we've done for the last 2 years. We didn't have one last year, so excited to just get back to it, have everyone here, see you all. But it's important. That's what fills my cup up. That's what allows me to get into the season and just let loose, understanding that I fulfilled my obligations and responsibilities that my mom sent me out to to do. And yeah, and just super blessed to have this platform. Obviously thankful for the Cowboys, the reach that this organization allows me to have, and just to get into different people to share my story and to eventually find out about their story. And so super moved, super excited to be here tonight. I'm very thankful for everybody, the sponsors, David Yerman, you guys showing up. Yeah, and looking forward for a hell of a night.
You've kind of
Now, before we get into the football talk about Dak Prescott, you always got to talk about the man that Dak Prescott is. The man that Dak Prescott is one of the most impressive things about him. Dak Prescott is one of those guys that you can't help but root for. You just can't help but root for Dak Prescott. And so, always remembering, the memory of his mother, put together this foundation to help people who suffer with cancer and things like that. And so, Dak Prescott, he turned lemons into lemonade. And rather than sulking and all of those things, yeah, Dak Prescott is doing his thing. Yeah, Vasquez, that audio is not me. That audio is them. I don't know. It looks like they recorded this on a VCR tape. So I don't know what it is. Yeah, I don't know what it is, Queen, because my audio is loud. But that audio, I have no way of boosting it. That is actually the audio from the actual interview. I got the volume all the way up in the video, and I got it all the way to the max on my audio mixer here. It's just this is how they recorded it. So you got anything going on in the background, you go have to turn it up. You're gonna have to turn it off or turn it down low and really listen to this real close. All right. Next question. Let's see what they got for Dak Prescott.
It's hard to say. It's hard to put a finger on one point of it. Right now, obviously, mental health, what it is, right? Men's mental health. I think just losing my brother to suicide, and writing the ask for help on my wristbands, and then just watching men start to speak up, watching men all across the world, and not because Dak said it or this happened, but us just all getting together as men and understanding that it's okay to not be okay, but it's more important for us to say that we're not okay, so we can get the resources, so we can get the help, so we can make sure that we get back to that mindset that we need to be in. But at the same time, when you are doing cancer screenings and you're finding cancer in people and allowing them to beat cancer and get ahead of it, which is the reason we started this foundation. So I'm just super blessed for all the different pillars that we have, and as I said, all the different beneficiaries. And I think I'd be remiss if I just said one thing.
Dak, throughout your career, you've inspired people through football, but tonight it's about something bigger, as you pointed out. What would you want people to take out of this evening, the ones who are attending tonight?
Yeah, that we all have a platform, that we all have the ability and resources to help somebody, whether it be our neighbor, whether it be a family member, whether it just be anyone in need. I think we all have something to give. We all can give to our community. We all can be better. This world is about being a great neighbor. We can't do it alone, and we need each other. And so that's why I said I'm just super thankful for the support I have in the foundation and all the people that we're able to help. But I think each and everybody here, whether it's $1, whether it's just your time, I think you can find a way to make this world a better place, and starting in your house and in your community. And so I hope they find something tonight that inspires them just to do that.
How much has your perspective changed since becoming a dad on these outreaches, and what are some things that your daughters, you hope they take away from it?
Yeah, I mean they're obviously too young right now, but just having this and them being able to grow up and see what we're able to do with this foundation, I hope one of them takes this over one day and takes it over and takes it to a different level that can't even imagine. But yeah, your perspective changes. That's definitely when you know some of your beneficiaries are their age. When you see parents going through different things, yeah, it definitely changes how you see life.
And then to have the support from your teammates as well, just when you're willing to put your life out there on the line like you do week after week, and then
I'm serious, man. I appreciate the audio. I mean, I appreciate the interview, but this lady is recording this with a VCR. I didn't mean to say VCR earlier. I meant to say VCR. I mean, this is being recorded with a camcorder, man. I mean, this can't be recorded with a modern day cell phone. I mean, you can see the waves going through the video, and then the audio is just so low. So, but hey, it is what it is. But nevertheless, man, Dak Prescott, just a great human being first before being a great football player.
these guys show up and support you in a different way. What kind of does that give you being a quarterback?
It epitomizes the brotherhood. We play for each other, but we always say it's not just the number, it's the name, it's the guy, it's his family. And so for those guys to be able to come here to support me, support this foundation, you'll see some of those guys donating money, getting involved in the auction, doing whatever they can to help raise money. It's exciting. I'm super humbled, and just as important, I hope they see this and I hope they, get a vision for themselves and a vision for their own foundation or mission or whatever it is that they want to help, and realize that they can do this as well. And I look forward to, going and supporting their events in the future. And so just kind of a full circle. I remember I used to go to these things of other players, and now that, these guys coming to mind being the older vet, I look forward for them learning something and doing the same.
Dak, we're in the final stretch of the World Cup. Your thoughts on the World Cup and World Cup final? In this case, Spain and Argentina.
Yeah, Argentina, it's hard to go against them, right?
Man, it's crazy. It's crazy when you think about the World Cup. They're asking Dak about the World Cup. Miss Matrix, tell me what you think about the World Cup. You seem to be invested in soccer, you seem to be really invested in soccer. So let me ask you, Miss Matrix, how in the world did the Team USA, the World Cup comes to America, and Team USA gets knocked out of the World Cup competition? How does this happen? If it's coming to your country, you should be in that thing you should be in the competition all the way to the end. And another thing that was really kind of bothering me, when we talk about the World Cup, maybe I'm just crazy. I live in America. I was blown away by how many people who were actually not going for America. What? How do you live in America and you not be going for America? And to be honest with you, it didn't even seem like they wanted America in the World Cup competition. Is it me or am I going crazy? This is crazy to me. Bass, me and you were the same, man. We're the same boat, bro. This thing, man, Stephen White, man, bro, I get it. I get it, man. But where we got knocked out Stephen White, come on, man. Bro, I'm struggling. I'm struggling with us getting knocked out as early as we did. Man, I'm struggling, man. I'm struggling with this stuff, man. Come on, man. And the way we got knocked out, man, it was almost like it was playing. It was almost like it was playing. Bass said USA don't like soccer as much as these other countries do. Boy, man, I'm sorry. I was struggling with that whole issue, man. Man, I wasn't even in the soccer. I was mad when America got knocked out, man. Boy, I was mad. Hallelujah, said America's a melting pot G. All the soccer fans cheer for the home countries. Hallelujah. My son tried to explain that to me, bro. I wasn't having it. Hallelujah, I wasn't having it, man. Oh, I was mad. I'm like, man, I don't care, bro. I get it. Because if I was in another country, I'd be cheering for America too. But man, boy, I was struggling at how early the soccer team got knocked out, man. I mean, come on, man. We that bad, man. We really need to step our game up if we that bad. I mean, the World Cup coming to your country and you not even in it no more. I'm struggling hard, man. I'm struggling, man.
What they've done this whole tournament, what they've done in the last 2 minutes of the past two games. Messi's doing what Messi does, and so it's been great. It's been great for all of America. I mean, right, North America, everywhere the games have been. It's been cool watching the international players come over and fall in love with the culture, embrace the culture. It's been cool to see the fans embrace each and every different country's fans in their cities, and super proud of. Super proud of what it was able to do.
I was struggling, Mike
for
said
America.
this.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make any of the games, but I watched them all on TV, and they've been fantastic.
The World Cup is clearly the culmination of soccer. You guys getting ready to start a football season with a training camp and looking to get to the big game again. Could you just talk about your anticipation for camp?
All right, so Clarence Hill finally came in and broke up, and Clarence Hill finally comes in and interjects some football questions. So now that Clarence Hill has broke the ice, the last 3 minutes of this is going to be, I'm pretty sure, about football. So Clarence Hill now breaks the ice, asking Dak Prescott about looking forward to going into training camp. Let's see.
Yeah, super excited. I mean, you just said that's what's been great about the World Cup is just seeing that competition at the highest level right before you get into camp and just making you itch. And so here a couple of weeks out from reporting, I'm super excited. I'm healthy. I'm ready to go. Just had the guys out, the receivers, all the pass catchers out in Park City for a great trip, great couple of days, and we all got better. It was 100% participation, and just the energy and just the work that we're able to get. Also the brotherhood, camaraderie. I'm itching for camp, itching to get into it and just get better. Year 2 in Shotty's offense, and year 2 under Shotty as a head coach, making all the changes. Christian Parker, obviously Caleb Downs, just all the additions. A lot of excitement, and I'm as excited as anybody.
Hold on. So let's unpack some of the things that Dak Prescott said. Let's unpack some of these things. I'm going to tell y'all something that right now is very encouraging. Right now. I don't know if any of y'all have noticed this, but do y'all realize that this may be the healthiest the Dallas Cowboys have been going into Oxnard, California? As far as we can tell, we're going to have everybody participating at Oxnard, California. Everybody. From what my understanding is, Deron Bland should be ready. Donovan Ezeraku should be ready. Jalen Thompson with the little abdominal thing should be ready. Overshown's first healthy camp since his rookie season. I mean, this Dallas Cowboys team is pretty healthy. And I'm going to give you another little detail I noticed, that when we watched the Dak Prescott video, I noticed something else about Dak Prescott. And I don't know if any of y'all caught a hold of this. Do y'all remember in 2024? I'm believing it's the 2024 season. Do y'all remember when Dak and his then girlfriend, went on a boating trip? And Dak Prescott was in a boot on the boating trip? Anybody remember that? And the excuse they gave for Dak Prescott being in the boot, they said that whenever Dak would go out on the water, whatever that meant, whenever Dak would go out on the water, his leg or his ankle would start feeling funny. Well, did anybody notice? As far as we saw, Dak was out there in regular shoes. Yeah, I noticed that little detail. I noticed that little detail. This time he was out there with no boot on, as far as I could tell. So what we are looking at, this is probably the healthiest Dak Prescott we've seen in about 3 years. And I find it to be very powerful that Dak Prescott says, I'm healthy. I'm healthy. We're healthy. I'm healthy. Yeah. This is why we should be excited about this team going into training camp. A lot of health. 2 years removed. Now, we're going to see what Deron Bland look like. But I also believe the Cowboys are kind of, they're kind of like, okay, we're going to see what everybody look like in a couple of weeks. And then if we have to, we'll bring in someone else. But nevertheless, man, I noticed that little thing about the fact that this team is healthy. The other thing that I'm very happy about when you think about this team is that they have a lot to look forward to. They are excited about Christian Parker. Let me tell you something. I don't think none of them last year, I don't think any of them were excited about Matt Eberflus. I don't think none of them were. I mean, Matt Eberflus had to be the most boring hire the Cowboys had. I mean, there were some people kind of talking about Matt Eberflus, and y'all remember early on, I didn't remember anybody talking about this, but early on, I started talking last year. I was like, I don't think Matt Eberflus, I think there's going to be some issues. All that old bend, don't break stuff and all that old nonsense. And Matt Eberflus seemed to be a great teacher, but he just didn't have a connection with people. I mean, he's one of those guys. I mean, if you want somebody to teach on your staff, okay, maybe Matt Eberflus can teach a few things, but he's not the guy you want to be the coach. You don't want Matt Eberflus to be your coach. That was proven in Chicago. You do not want him to be your head coach, and you don't want him to be your defense coordinator. Now, if he working with the linebackers, okay. Okay, he working with the linebackers. He teaching in the classroom. He's probably pretty good at that. But you don't want him to be the DC, and you don't want him to be the head coach. This team is excited about Christian Parker. They're excited about Christian Parker. You can tell they're excited about the free agents. They're excited about the draft picks, especially Caleb Down, Malachi Lawrence. They're excited about all of the. They're excited about everything they've done. Watch this. Not just this year. Some people may not realize this, but the Cowboys are happy and they're excited because of everything they did since they traded Micah Parsons. Yeah, we might not realize that. Yeah. And that ain't talking bad about Micah Parsons. All I'm telling you is this team is liking a lot of the things that the front office has done. Free agency, trades last year. I mean, think about the trades the Cowboys made last year. Man, I'm telling y'all, I mentioned this before. Y'all gonna call me a prophet before it's over. Jura Jones is in GM of the Year territory. He's in that territory. When you think about GM of the Year, that is typically a culmination of about 2 to 3 years. Jura Jones is in that territory. Kenny Clark, Quentin Williams, traded Micah Parsons, was able to get that out of that. But this is the part that people are not really acknowledging enough. George Pickens, anybody? Yeah. George Pickens. That may have been, I said it last year, Jerry Jones made 3 of the biggest moves in 2025. Those moves are going to pay dividends in 2026. And now with the free agency, now with the draft, now with Christian Parker, man, y'all heard it from me first. Jura Jones is in GM of the Year territory. He's in the territory because the moves that he's made, Those are championship moves. And if those equate into wins, double-digit wins, playoff wins, I'm telling y'all right now, book it. Jerry Jones is going to be in the running for the GM of the year. Not only this year, Jerry Jones will be in the GM of the year conversation for the next 2 seasons. You watch what I tell you. You watch what I tell you. They have made some incredible moves. I'm telling you. And even firing, hey, I love it, Bass. You said firing Matt Eberflus. Even firing Matt Eberflus is a part of that. I'm telling you, Jerry Jones is in that conversation. And this is why Dak Prescott's excited. This is why he's excited. Absolutely. Frank Lawrence, he said, I'm excited to see Michael Trigg and Dak's mix. Man, everybody know Frank Lawrence. You know what's crazy, Frank Lawrence? Dak Prescott has to be excited about Trigg. If you are a quarterback and you watch Michael Trigg's tape, Frank Lawrence, you can't help but be excited. You can't help it. If you're the quarterback of any team and Michael Trigg gets on that team and you look at the tape, I don't care who your tight end is. Michael Trigg gets you excited. He is a freak athlete at the tight end position. He really is. He really is. Demetrius Noel. Gee, you have no idea how crooked FIFA is. Bro, I remember Demetrius Noel. Stuff you be telling me on the stream, I be telling my sons. Demetrius Noel said their evils date back to 1966, and that trophy that will be handed to the winner tomorrow isn't the real trophy. Yeah, man. Demetrius, I've heard some horror stories. And I remember just a few years ago with some big stories about this stuff about them. A lot of big stories about FIFA. So, yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. JTX made, he said it comes down. If Downs comes in and balls out, I think when and if Parker gets and takes a head coach job, they'll let Downs have a say in the future defense coordinator. I'm telling you, JTX, mate, Jerry Jones is going to be in the GM of the year conversation, especially when you think about Caleb Downs. If Caleb Downs balls out and they get the results, yeah, Jerry Jones. I'm just telling y'all, man. I'm telling y'all, Jerry Jones has been making some moves. Mike said this. He said last week we're talking Diggs in Florida instead of Dallas. Michael was acting up. We're way better off this offseason. Yes, man. This quiet offseason has been great for the Cowboys. It's been therapeutic. A lot of people may not realize this. It's been therapeutic. I don't care how much a team says things don't bother them. There is no way chaos doesn't bother you. It's one thing when the chaos is outside of your locker room. It's another thing when the chaos is in your locker room. Yeah. This has been therapeutic for the Cowboys this year. Jerry Jones has been so quiet. Stephen Jones, so quiet. George Pickens, model citizen, playing on the tag, not tripping. No David Mulugeta drama. This has been therapeutic for the Cowboys. There is nothing to talk about in this locker room except for football. That's it. It's the only thing to talk about in this locker room. It's football. And I absolutely love it. I love it. It's been therapeutic for this team. Thank you, Jerry Jones, for shutting up. Thank you. Thank you, man. Lynn from a 903 said no drama. Means they can focus on football. They have nothing else to focus on. It's beautiful. All right. So I wanted to kind of unpack some more of this, what he's saying here.
Yeah, I'm itching for camp, itching to get into it and just get better. Year 2 in Shotty's offense and year 2 under Shotty as a head.
Now, this is another issue. Year 2 in Schottenheimer's offense. Year 2, I'm telling y'all, and I'll show it to you after this Dak Prescott interview. When you look at Brian Schottenheimer in year 2, when he was in Seattle, I'm telling y'all Russell Wilson went off in year 2 and 3. When they added DK Metcalf, Brian Schottenheimer opened up the playbook in year 2 and 3. I got a feeling Schotty's going to open up the playbook in year 2 and 3. He's already talked about putting George Pickens in motion, letting him run more routes, lining him up in different places. We've already heard about Jaden Blue and how they may be using Jaden Blue in different ways. In year 2, hallelujah, we're going to see what he do. Hallelujah. In year 2, Schotty opened it up. Schotty opened it up. So now the Dallas Cowboys, Matt Eberflus is out of here, got Christian Parker, Schottenheimer year 2. He's not feeling his way through. He knows what he's doing. All of this is equating into the Cowboys being able to focus on football.
Coach, making all the changes, Christian Parker, obviously Caleb Downs, just all the additions.
Yeah.
A lot of excitement, and I'm as excited as anybody.
You were on a live stream, I guess, earlier today, and at least sometime this week, saying the Super Bowl a bust every year for the Cowboys. Is that your mindset, and is that what's left for you?
Shoot, yeah, that's what's left for me. And it's always been my mindset. You know, that's the one thing I truly love about the Cowboys organization and the fan base is it's that or nothing. As I said, wherever that was here on the live stream, is that's what being a competitor is. If that's not how you're wired, if that's not how you think, whether you're a fan, whether you're a player, whether you're a coach, then I think you're in the wrong business. And honestly, I don't want you on my team. So I love those expectations. And, you know, it'll always be there.
Are they more?
Yeah. Now, we kind of heard this yesterday. And let's think about this. I don't think people realize how much Dak Prescott is aware of not only who he is, but as I see people say things about Dak Prescott, I don't think people understand that Dak Prescott also knows the perception of him. And I think that's very important to point out about Dak Prescott. One thing that Dak Prescott, you will never be able to say is that Dak Prescott doesn't understand what it is. That whole statement told you right there that Dak Prescott understands what this is. This is the Dallas bleeping Cowboys. And whenever you are the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, it don't matter if you Quincy Carter. If you are the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, everybody is comparing you to the all-time greats. They're comparing you to Roger Staubach. They're comparing you to Troy Aikman. There are expectations when you are the Dallas Cowboys quarterback. Every Dallas Cowboys quarterback is expected to go to the Super Bowl. Dak Prescott knows what this is. Dak Prescott knows exactly what this is. When you're the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, it's America's team. It was America's team before Jerry got here. It is America's team. The expectations is Super Bowls. Bottom line. Especially when everyone knows that Dak Prescott has the talent to win a Super Bowl. It's Super Bowls. That's the expectations in Dallas. But also, Dak Prescott understands the perception of him. Notice what he said. It's Super Bowl or bust. If you really think about it, Dak Prescott has nothing else to prove in the regular season. Dak Prescott is going to go down as one of the best quarterbacks in history in the regular season. Dak Prescott is an absolute beast. And some Cowboys fans, they don't give him enough credit for it. Dak Prescott is an absolute beast. He hasn't had the teams around him. I think most of us can acknowledge this. He's never had those top 5, and I mean real top 5. I'm not talking about a top 10 defense that can't stop the run. No, I'm talking about a true top 5, top 10 defense that can stop the run, get pressure on the quarterback, cause turnovers, cause havoc, get the ball back for the offense, give a dynamic offense like Dak Prescott and what they have, more opportunities to get in the end zone. Dak Prescott hasn't had that, but it looks like they're building towards that. And they're going to get there sooner than later. But Dak Prescott isn't dumb. He understands who he is. Regular season, he owns it. Postseason is where all the warts come out. And it's not the Dak Prescott warts. It's the warts of the team around him. Dak Prescott can only do so much. It was the same thing when Michael Parsons was here. Michael Parsons could only do so much. What Michael Parsons needed is the team that the Dallas Cowboys have right now on defense. I'm telling y'all right now, if Michael Parsons was on this defense, if Michael Parsons was on this defense, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. If you had Quentin Williams, Kenny Clark, D. Winters, a healthy Overshown, Rashawn Gary, Michael Parsons would be eating on this defense. Why? Because he's got more players around him. It requires players to win Super Bowls. It requires teams to win Super Bowls. You need players, everybody playing their role. Michael would eat on this team. He would eat on this defense, and this is why Dak Prescott is going to eat even more on this offense. Dak needs the team. Because Dak, once they get to the playoffs, teams, they're smart. They realize how great Dak Prescott is. So what those teams do is they evaluate, okay, what are the weapons that Dak Prescott has? Oh, 2023, he's only got CeeDee Lamb. Okay, take away CeeDee Lamb. Let's see what Dak Prescott does then. What does he do with Brandon Cooks? What does he do with a crippled Michael Gallup? What does he do with that wide receiver core minus CeeDee Lamb? It wasn't that Dak was playing bad. It was that teams, this is what teams do in the playoffs. They look at your strengths and your weaknesses. And what do teams do in the playoffs? They try to take away your strengths or neutralize your strengths, and they try to magnify your weaknesses. And that's what they did to the Cowboys in the playoffs. And I got news for us. Dak Prescott wasn't the weakness. It was the weapons around Dak Prescott that were the weaknesses.
You can't handle the truth.
Yeah. That's what teams do in the playoffs. It's the same way on defense. You know what teams were doing to us whenever we would play them in the playoffs and Michael Parsons was on the team? Double team Michael Parsons. Chip Michael Parsons. Put a tight end on the side where Michael Parsons is. Everything we do, we'll turn our attention to Michael Parsons and everybody else will go one-on-one. I'm sorry, you're just not winning like that. You're not winning like that. So Dak Prescott is excited because Dak Prescott is feeling like, hey man, I finally got a team. And it may not be the team that we're going to have, but it's a team. We got a team. He mentioned brotherhood. He mentioned the young guys. He's Christian Parker. They got a team. Dak Prescott basically told Quentin Williams, I need you to have my back, man. I'll get you to the playoffs. Guess what? You got to get me to the playoffs. Yeah. I'll get you to the playoffs, but I need you to get me there too. I need you to get me there. This is why Dak Prescott's excited. Dak Prescott realized some of the things that they're doing is incredible. Dak is like, man, hold on a second. We ain't done this since I've been here. Not this. They haven't done this since Dak's been here. I don't know if people realize this. They haven't done this since Dak's been here. So as you listen to Dak Prescott, this is what I love about Dak Prescott. He's so smart. People don't realize how smart this man is. He knows what the perception of him is. This is why Dak will say little things like, I know who I am. Yeah, because he's saying what people say that I am When they're talking bad, it's not what I am. I know what I am. I'm a championship quarterback. Just give me the pieces. Dak knows what he is. And Dak knows he's at the point in his career. I've seen some people in the chat. I'm not mad at you. I've seen some people in the chat talking about Dak this and Dak ain't won that. You don't think Dak knows this? Dak knows what the expectations are to be in Dallas. He knows it. Dak knows how good he is. He knows what he's done in the regular season. But he knows what this team has been in the postseason. So Dak is saying, the only thing that matters from this point forward, and I said this a couple of weeks ago, from this point forward, the only thing that matters for Dak Prescott is the postseason. Nothing else. Nothing else matters for Dak Prescott. Postseason. That's it. Nothing else. Dak is at the point in his career where it's now all postseason. That's it. If y'all don't realize this, the expectation is that Dak Prescott from this point forward goes to the playoffs. Everybody's expecting that. Dak knows now every year from this point out, I'm 32 years old. It's Super Bowl or bust. Bottom line. This man knows exactly who he is. And that's why I'm not worried about Dak Prescott. He's not dumb. He's not dumb. People think this man is dumb. He's not dumb. He knows exactly what it is. Yep. This happened a lot, Ra fan. Dak got average wide receivers paid. I'll never understand Noah Brown. I showed y'all that yesterday. Noah Brown. We were playing, what, the 2022 San Francisco 49ers with Noah Brown? Travesty. Man, do y'all realize we had T.Y. Hilton? Let that sink in. Was the San Francisco defense that good? Or were we that bad? The only wide receiver you have is CeeDee Lamb. T.Y. Hilton? Noah Brown? Michael Gallup? And he might have been injured then. Tony Pollard, a running back, was probably better than all of the wide receivers with the exception of CeeDee Lamb. And it's amazing to me, people look back at 2022 and say, Dak should have won that. With what? What was he going to win it with? Man, Dak Prescott would have been better off if Bazzy 9 would have came out there and was the wide receiver, man. Stop it. Stop it. It's crazy. It's crazy. Dak knows what this is, though. Dak knows what this is. From this point forward for Dak Prescott, he knows it. It's Super Bowl or bust. That's it. That's his only goal now. Super Bowl or bust. Hallelujah. He said, imagine winning a Super Bowl and hearing thank you, Michael, from the crowd. Yeah. Robert Dudley. Robert Dudley. You said an older T.Y. Hilton, not a younger T.Y. Hilton. Robert Dudley, I like T.Y. Hilton, bro. We're going to have to go on and say it for what it is, Robert Dudley. At the point of when T.Y. Hilton was with the Dallas Cowboys in 2022, he wasn't even T.Y. Hilton, Robert Dudley. He was just Y. Hilton. That's all he was. He was Y. Hilton. Because we were kind of wondering, like, Jerry Jones, Y. Hilton. Y. Hilton. Yeah, why? It's bad enough you got Noah Brown. Y. Hilton. Come on, man. Jerry Jones was playing, man. Jerry Jones was playing, bruh. Jerry Jones was playing, bruh. Man, Jerry Jones was playing back in 2022. Man, we up here mad at Dak Prescott about man, when you go back and look at the rosters, bruh, it'll make you laugh. You be like, how did we make the playoffs, man? How did we make the playoffs? When you go back and look at the rosters. Yeah, because of the man on the screen. That's why.
Realistic this year?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Obviously,
Clarence Hill just asked Dak Prescott, is it realistic this year?
just each year you think that, but when you have last year's we did, the offense that we did, and you make the changes, and you got a great defensive coordinator, and you got young guys, old guys, the great mix of vets with talent, and us understanding what needs to be done, and when you've got the vets that we do, how to approach each and every day, and understand that it is a journey, it is a process. It's not going to happen in week 1 of training camp, but we got to make sure we're getting better every day, every moment we're together.
See, again, we had this conversation a couple of weeks ago. What do I keep telling y'all that faith is? Faith is the evidence of things not seen and the evidence of things hoped for. The reason why Dak Prescott is excited about this season, this goes to show you actually what kind of teams that Dak Prescott has been playing with. Dak Prescott is excited. He's got a new defense coordinator, first year, still excited. Of course, he's excited about George from last year, Quinnen and Kenny. He's excited about that. I'm sure he's excited about Ocho being healthy. Excited about that. But I want y'all to just really just absorb what Dak just said. He's excited about rookies. Yeah, he's excited about rookies. Yeah, they brought in D. Winters. They brought in Jalen Thompson. They brought in Kobe Durant. They brought in Darion Kendrick, P.J. Locke, Otito Ogbonnia, Jonathan Bullard. I mean, they brought in a great mix, as he said, of older guys, and they went and drafted some very good young guys. If you're paying attention, and we've talked about this many times, they have visions of sugar plums dancing in their heads, just like I do, because this is starting to look like some of the things that Jimmy Johnson did, but don't let this pass you by. It's also looking like some of the things that the Seattle Seahawks did over those last 3 years that culminated into a Super Bowl. Yeah. I am not going to be surprised at some point during this season, we're going to hear somebody say, why not us? Why not us? I know why Dak Prescott is excited. He's looking at, okay, this is what they've done the entire 10 years I've been here, or the entire 10 years I've been here. So when I look at the first 9 versus last year and going into this year, man, Dak Prescott is ecstatic. I know why he's ecstatic. And even Dak Prescott is probably saying to his brother somewhere, because he can tell his brother something and he won't tell anybody. He's probably saying to his brother or somebody that he trusts, this is the best we've done since I've been here. This is the most moves that Jerry Jones has done. This is the most moves that Jerry has made since I've been here. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. And this man is excited because Jerry Jones finally said, okay, enough help in the NFL. Let me go help my team win again. Yeah. About time, Jerry. Yeah. Pure NGR. He says, Dak has a chance if he stays healthy to be a top 7 passer in the history of the game yards-wise. We have a great quarterback. We just need a team around him. Pure NGR, I'm telling you. Dak Prescott wins the Super Bowl. He's first ballot Hall of Famer. He already has all the numbers. He already has the numbers. I think he has about another 5 years. Book it. I believe Jerry's going to extend him next year. I think he has another 5 years. I believe he gets an extension next year. Yeah. Bass says CP wanted specific players. And I don't think they're done either, Bass. I think they're going to get him a couple of more. Ryek's a fan. The cavalry has arrived. Yes, sir. Yeah, Dak feeling good, man. Shoot. Fred Bell said if the Cowboys win the Super Bowl, what will you do, G? Well, I'm going to go ahead and take my prophet status when they do. I'm going to take my prophet status. I'm going to wear a gold halo for the entire next season for my prophet status. JCT said, "Yeah, I'm here. What up, JCT?" He said he's showing that edge again. Love to see it. And Shady took another jab at him, but he don't care. Yep, we still have 4. Yes, sir. Yeah, Bass, I like what you're saying. He said they just now found what Dak needs to get it done because they believed in him since they paid him. Pickens is the Harper piece. Yeah. Yeah, man, I like it. I like it. I like what you said there, Bass. All right, let's keep rolling here. Hold on, let me see. I think I got another super chat here. Real Estate Vet. Hold on, let me get my man Real Estate Vet. He said, "Gee, Parsons was on this definitely, but then, okay. Oh, gee, Parsons was on this defense, but then the defense left Green Bay and came to Dallas." Yep. Yep, we took Green Bay's defensive line. We took half of it. That's a great point. That's a great point. It is. It's a great point. Rashawn Gary, Kenny Clark, not to mention Real Estate Vet. Green Bay lost some very important pieces. They lost some pieces, not just Rashawn Gary. Them boys lost some pieces. Micah Parsons, and I feel sorry for him in a way. Micah Parsons got his money. And now he gonna find himself in the same situation he was in Dallas, only with more money. Now it's going to be Micah Parsons a bust in Green Bay. They had players last year. They lost quite a few of those players. Quite a few. Robert Dudley said I was listening to he said Opie. he said Opie. He said Jason Garrett's story. He said Jason G is a great storyteller. He should be on the Andy Griffith Show Back to Mayberry remake. Yeah. Yeah, I like that story he told about Dak Prescott too. Derek Rose said, "G, if Dak plays another 5 years, I can see about 2 Super Bowl appearances. Not sure if we will win, though." I think so. I think he's going to win, too. I do. I think he's going to win, too. I think that's about where it is. I think he'll get 2. Mr. Get Dirty said, "Rev, what will the media say if he gets 1 before Josh Allen?" Oh, man, I'm going to tell you right now. Mr. Get Dirty, if he wins 1 before Josh Allen, they're going to jump off a building. I'm just telling you straight up. They're going to jump off a building. Gonna jump off a building. Hallelujah. Said, "I thought you were gonna sell the trading table." No. Real Estate Vet said, "Yup, and Parsons is down for the count. All the money ain't good money. Same situation, less money because of taxes now." Yeah. Parsons is now in the same situation he was in with Dallas. Same situation. He don't have nowhere near the help he had this past year. He is the help now.
How do you realize that it is a process? It's not, yes, it's ultimately getting to the Super Bowl winning it, but it's about July 27th, the first day of training camp.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you've been in this thing 10 years and you've had different, seasons, you've had 10-game win streaks, you've had only 3 lost seasons, 4 lost seasons, or whatever it is, and you realize it's about being hot at the right time. It's about learning each and every moment in a loss. I mean, there's still only 1 undefeated team going back to the 70s. So we're probably going to lose. But when we lose, let's make sure it's a lesson. Let's make sure that we're not, digging ourselves in a deeper hole and that 1 turns into 2. But yet we understand what we've done. We've been accountable, whether it's individually as a unit or just even as a team, and learn from it to know that those situations, those things are going to come up again, and we've got to make sure that we learn from it in the past to execute and to make the most of it when it starts time.
Now, the question I think is that they just kind of asked Dak Prescott is, about winning in a sense, Well, I'm going to just tell you what Dak Prescott just explained. Dak Prescott is saying something I think that is very powerful. He's explaining something that I think the Cowboys have had a problem with. Now, y'all might not remember, but I made a comment about people always say Mike McCarthy had 3 12-win seasons. Y'all remember this conversation? A lot of people love to have the conversation about Mike McCarthy, 3 12-win seasons. But Dak is saying something here. And I really want us to just really hone in on it. In those 3 12-win seasons, the Dallas Cowboys obviously only lost 5 games. Every one of those seasons, they only lost 5 games. But the 5 games they would lose, they would always be these pivotal games. Like, it was always, to me, like the Cowboys, it was like they was always in a situation like, hey, if the Cowboys win this game, they're going to get the number 1 seed. And then they would lose that game. If the Cowboys win this game, they're going to be tied for the number 1 seed, or they'll be number 2. And then they would lose that game. Dak Prescott is saying something. That when you lose games, you got to learn something from the game that you lose so that you don't keep repeating the same thing over and over and over. At some point, when do you say, hold on, why did we lose this game? Why did we lose it? So that we don't lose the next game when we get in this situation. And you know what happened to the Dallas Cowboys for 3 years? They peaked at 12 games. They could beat the under 500 teams. They could beat the 500 teams. They could beat the 600 teams. The problem is they couldn't beat the 700 and the 800 and the 900 teams. They couldn't beat the really good teams. That was their problem. Mike McCarthy, and this is why I say, Mike McCarthy knows more football than I could ever forget, know, or dream. Mike McCarthy could be on my advisory board. He could never be my coach. Mike McCarthy. This is what great leaders do. When you look at absolutely great leaders they know how to push their teams to the brink. They know how to push them to the highest level they have of performance. They can get them to that point. And not only do they get them to that point, they also have that little something extra that says, now I'm going to take us to the next level. The problem with Mike McCarthy, he could only get us here. That's as far as he could get us. He could only get us here. He could never take us to the next level. He never could beat the Green Bays, couldn't beat the San Franciscos. He could not beat the really, really good teams. It was like he never learned. He would come out against some of these really good teams. He would be flat. He would never ask himself the question, why are we coming out flat when we are playing these types of teams? Mike McCarthy struggled against the Buffaloes. Why? Why is he struggling against those teams? He never could teeter this team to say, we're going to beat Buffalo today. We're going to beat San Francisco today. We're going to beat the Green Bays. We're going to beat these. Man, Mike McCarthy. This is when Mike McCarthy should have been fired to me. Mike McCarthy is the coach of the Dallas Cowboys. Do you know what this man had the unmitigated gall to do? He didn't take the team to meet his family. He took Dak Prescott to meet his family. This man is touring the town, reminiscing, Mike McCarthy Boulevard, walking around the field. I mean, this man is on a tour, just reminiscing. What? Should have been fired right there. That right there told me this man didn't have what it took. This man didn't have what it took to take a team over the hump. I told y'all yesterday about Matt Eberflus, and I'm going to tell you the same thing about Mike McCarthy. I wish I'd have went back home. If I'm the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys and I go back to my hometown or wherever Green Bay is, let me tell you something. I'm calling my mama on the phone. Hey, mama, you know what? I'm about to come visit you after the football season is over. What? Yeah. Yeah, we coming to Green Bay. But I'm coming to kick butt and take names. I'm not coming for no visit. I'm not. I'm not coming for no visit. I'm not coming for no visit. I'm not coming for no kumbayas. I come to Green Bay to stomp Green Bay in the ground. And nobody's getting in my way. I don't want to see no Mike McCarthy Boulevard. I don't care nothing about Lambeau Field. I care nothing about Green Bay. I'm the coach of the Dallas Cowboys. I come here to stomp this team in the ground. And especially the coach of the Green Bay Packers. He think he's smarter than me. Little young buck, Similac behind the ears. I'm going to show you how we do this, son. That's what I would have been like if I'm Mike McCarthy. I'm telling my team, we not leaving Green Bay without a victory. I didn't come here to sightsee. I came here to kick butts and take names, and I'm taking no prisoners. That's what I would have been like. Should have been left in Green Bay then. Fired. Fire this man. It was at that moment. Jerry Jones should have said, this man can't be my coach. This man can't be my coach. He out here making a full story about his return to Green Bay. I wish it had been my story. I wish it had been my story. It'd have been my story. It'd been a whole different story. Hey, man, you gonna take a tour? Man, I already been here before. What I'm taking a tour for? I've been here before. I'm in the opposing locker room. I'm the coach of the Dallas Cowboys. I'm here to stomp Green Bay in the ground. That's all I'm here to do. Nothing more, nothing less. I see my mama Thanksgiving. Man, that's too. Mike McCarthy. We kept losing these big games. We kept losing them. And we never learned anything from the games that we lost. We kept losing those same types of games. And you think about it, we would lose them the same type of way. Penalties, bad plays, bad situational football, lack of awareness. It just seemed like we were always so unprepared. Dak is right. It gets to a point, man, you got to start learning something. Let me tell you something. When I was growing up, some of these older folk, man, they had a different mentality. Some of these older folk, when I was growing up, had a different mentality. I mean, I grew up in an era where my mom would say some stuff to you like, if a bully was bullying you, my mama would tell me, fight him back. Okay, fight him back. Okay, mama, I got beat up today. The bully fought, the bully, me and the bully fought. I fought him back. He beat me up. You know what my mama tell me? Fight him again. Fight him again. Fight him again. What did he do to you the first time? Fight him again. You got to get tired of getting your butt kicked in order to start kicking somebody's butt. Bottom line. You got to get tired of getting your butt kicked. You have to learn something from the butt kicking. Man, I come from a different era. Man, you got beat up in a fight. Okay, what we gonna do? Got beat up. Okay, fight him again. What you supposed to do? Fight him again. What they do to you the first time? Shoot, did you kick him? Nah, I didn't kick him. Why not? Why not? Why didn't you kick him? Okay, you can't beat him up with your hands. Pick up a stick. I want to fight fair. Fair? What are we talking about? Man, you got to learn something in your losses. And what you have to learn is, how do I stop losing? How do I stop losing? You got to find a way. Shoot, Robert Dudley, my uncle, he was one of them same type. My uncle was in the service. Robert Dudley, he said, hit him in the throat. Boy, my uncle would say, hit him in the throat, bro. My uncle said, hey, hit him in the throat. Hit him in the throat or hit him between the eyes. You gotta learn something. It does no good to lose, and you're not trying to figure out why you lost. You gotta learn how to get over that hump. Bottom line, I want to see if Shotty can do it. Can Shotty do it? This is gonna be a big test for Shotty, because there will be some moments this season. The Cowboys, they're gonna lose a game. They're gonna lose a big game. The question is, how will they come back? How will they come back? So so Dak is saying something. Hey man, you can't just lose to lose. You got to figure out why you lost so you don't lose that same way again. And if it's you making mistakes, stop making the mistakes. Stop making the mistakes. Bottom line. Learn something. Get better. Bottom line. Introvert, he said, remember Aaron Rodgers in the playoff against us with a huge play to the tight end to seal the victory. Boy, nightmare. I remember it too. Nightmare. Rod said, try to triple. That's it, Madison. Boy, you ain't lying. Fighting fair is crazy, bro. Bro. Fighting fair is crazy, bro. Shoot. Jerry Ben's a fight is not a boxing match. Win by me. That's it. See, that's the part you gotta learn, man. That's the part you gotta learn, man. That's the same thing with the Cowboys. Man, you just gotta learn. You know, you gotta look at how you keep losing these games. What's making us, why are we not able to overcome? And that was the funny thing about Mike McCarthy, and I think that was an indictment on him. Why was it only 12 wins? Nobody was asking the question, well, why didn't he win 13? Where's the progression? So we really think 12 wins was that good? If you got it 3 times, there was not one time you could get 13 wins? I thought something was wrong with that. And when you look at the wins, they were always these big-time wins, these pivotal games, and they would cost us playoff spots. Mike McCarthy could never get us over that hump. Yeah, Queen said by any means necessary, his dad taught him. Queen said my mom would say, you beat them, I beat Yes, I remember that. Beat them, I beat you. Shoot, Queen said I fought back and won. I was from Georgia, but moved to New Jersey. They was rough. I had to be rougher. Yeah. I'm with you, Queen. I'm with you. Shoot, my mama was the type of person. She go out there and watch you fight. My mama watch you fight. And then if you get knocked down, my mama say, get up. she say, get up. Boy, this is a different generation. It's a different generation. But this is what Dak is talking about. You got to learn something from the losses. And it seemed like the Cowboys. And watch this part. I'm including Jerry Jones in this. Yeah, I'm including Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones wasn't learning anything in the losses. Jerry Jones was looking at the losses and not coming back saying, hey, hold on a second. So Dan Quinn, you got an issue with linebacker. Van Der Esch is having some neck issues. Let me go get you Bobby Wagner. Dan Quinn was begging for Bobby Wagner. I'm telling y'all right now, I don't believe the Green Bay Packers beat us in 2023 if Bobby Wagner is the linebacker. I don't think they beat us. I think that's an entirely different game if you match up Bobby Wagner and Michael Parsons. Do y'all know what Jerry Jones did? Rather than Jerry Jones getting us a linebacker, rather than him getting Bobby Wagner at the beginning of the year, knowing we were already struggling at linebacker. Oh, I forgot. We're going to put Marquise Bell at linebacker. Oh, that's what we're doing now. Oh, that's what we're doing now. That's what we doing. Jerry Jones was not learning anything from the losses either. Nothing. Jerry was doing nothing different. Do y'all know what Jerry did every year? 12 wins, lose. 12 wins, lose. 12 wins, lose. Oh, we only go as far as Dak take us. What? What? That's what we doing now? Oh, we only go as far as Dak take us. Oh, what you say, Jerry Jones? And that's where he took us. Stop it! This man, Jerry Jones, was on some other stuff. Jerry Jones wasn't learning. Jerry Jones wasn't learning. Guess what we're seeing this year? It looked like Jerry Jones learned. It looked like he learned after that 2024 season. It looks like he learned some more after the 2025 season. Look at what we've done since Mike McCarthy is gone. Just look at it. Look at what we've done. We on our way. We got to keep going, though. We got to keep going. Robert Dudley said Bobby Wagner was great back then. You better believe it. Bell and Jerron Curse, too, G. Jerry could have got us somebody, Robert Dudley. Just acting a nut, man. Jerry was acting a nut, man. Pure NGR, he says, that's why I love how we focusing on the run defense. Yes. The Rams, twice with the 49ers and Green Bay, twice we couldn't stop the run. We were never learning. Jerry was noticing we couldn't do anything with it. But he made some changes finally. He made some changes finally. So I love what he's doing. Can't do anything about the pass. All I'm just telling you is, I understand what Dak Prescott is saying. Yeah, Country Phil said he didn't have enough bricks in his back pocket. You ain't lying talking about Marquise Bell. Man, Jerry was tripping back then, bro. Hey, SMA, and I can agree with you on this, too. Jerry didn't trust Mike either. I agree. I don't think he trusted him. Yeah, but no, it feels Jerry got back to doing some homework. You know what he did? He started listening. That's what he started doing. He started listening. What up, you dig? Hey, Quinn. Yeah, I want him to keep learning, too. All right, I think this may be the last question from Dak. Let's check it out.
Why Park Cities this year? Why did you go to Utah?
Yeah, just wanted to change it up. I'd only been to Park City once in the winter. I know initially when I set the date up or set the location, all the just excitement from all the guys, that had never been just to Utah in general. And so, and the weather lasted. I mean, it was amazing out there. Obviously, the elevation made it a little tough, on a sprint to recover, but that was part of it. And like I said, with the 100% participation, golfed, got on the water. We had a great time, and the workouts were, we could work out for almost 2 hours straight without, just because the numbers we had and the weather. So.
Whatever you and Pickens missed, y'all made back easy.
Yeah, besides Pickens, he makes the difference up.
Yeah. I tell you right now, I love Dak Prescott as our quarterback. I love it. I absolutely love the fact that Dak Prescott is our quarterback. Absolutely love it. Dak Prescott is going to get that Super Bowl, Dallas Cowboy fans. You watch what I tell you. What up, Big Chuck? Slick Country Boy said, I think it'll take Dallas 2 more years to build an elite defense. I think it'll be next year. Tell me if that's what you're talking about, because I think it'll be next year. He said, we don't have a lot of draft capital next year. I think we should trade for Jordan Brooks, if not pick up Wagner. I think they're going to circle the block on Jordan Brooks. Jordan Brooks didn't get that extension in 2015. Didn't get that extension by July the 15th. We're gonna see what happens, but I got a feeling the Cowboys are gonna circle that block one more time on Jordan Brooks this season. Whether it be before the season or whether it be at the trade deadline, depending upon what they look like, either in Oxnard or depending upon what they look like mid-season. I believe Jordan Brooks is going to come up again. I'm going to tell you another name is going to come up. I believe another name is going to come up. I believe Max Crosby's name is going to come up too. I can see Max Crosby's name coming up again for the Cowboys. We'll see what happens. But I think they're going to take a couple of weeks, see what they are in Oxnard, California, play the Rams, see what they look like, and then I think they'll proceed expeditiously after that. And they're going to get some, and then I think they'll try to get somebody else. Yeah. That was a problem, Bernard Fields. Jerry was on that darn yacht. You ain't lying. Introverted. You ain't lying. Mike wasn't a motivator. It was one of his biggest issues, Mike. He's not a motivator. Now, again, Mike know football. Mike McCarthy know football. I'll never tell anybody that Mike isn't a mastermind at football. He can be on my advisory board. He just can't be my coach. Yeah, Mike can't be my coach. Frank Lawrence said right after he traded Parsons, Jerry said, we got to stop the run. Yeah, because with Michael Parsons, they were not stopping the run. Demetrius Noel said, gee, even for Brady, excuses were made when they lost. He can't throw the ball and catch it. Amen. Robert Dudley, I remember that DeMarco Murray fumble. I believe that DeMarco Murray fumble really turned the momentum in 2014. You tell me what you think. But I think that DeMarco Murray fumble turned that momentum. And I think it turned the Green Bay Packers back up. Yeah. Zay said the Cowboys will win the Super Bowl in 27 and 28. Zay, I think they're going to compete this year. But I agree with you. I think it's going to be no later than 2027. But I think they're going to compete this year. We'll see what happens. But I think they're going to compete this year. I'm not going to be surprised if they get it this year. 817 said Bosa. Yeah, I've heard his name mentioned quite a bit. Eggs Weeks, he said, all this change going on, they might change up the uniforms too. Man, hey, I'd love to see them change up the uniforms, man. Man, Rod X a fan, boy, you ain't lying. When Mike McCarthy was smashing watermelons for motivation, I knew the locker room was cooked. Boy, you ain't lying, bro. Boy, you are not lying. Boy, you ain't lying, bro. Boy, you ain't lying. Bernard, you said Mike was looking for the massage table. Quinn said we can't do much with $5 million. No. Quentin Williams is going to have to be extended, and that's what we're looking at. All right, guys, let's move over here to another topic. I hit the wrong button. Let's move over here to another topic.
Yes! Here we go!
Emmanuel Acho. He forgot to give Chase Daniel the memo. I don't know if y'all seen this particular video from Chase Daniel. Chase Daniel put this video, and I don't find it to be strange. Chase Daniel puts this video up after Emmanuel Acho said what he said about Dak Prescott. What do y'all think Chase Daniel has Dak Prescott ranked? What do y'all think Chase Daniel, if you hadn't seen the video, where do you think Chase Daniel has Dak Prescott ranked? Of all the quarterbacks in the league, where do you think he's got him? Do you think he got him between 10 to 15, 5 to 10, or 1 to 5? What do you think? Where do y'all think he got him? Ocho, let me see here. Caitlin said 3. Jeremy said 3. Lynn said 4. Bernard Field said 4 or 5. Slice Country, hey, Slice Country boy, what up? He said Ocho is the biggest Cowboy hater behind Stephen A. You know what, Slice Country boy? I'm gonna tell you something. I don't think he hates the Cowboys. I think he wanted the clicks and the likes. Andre Johnson said 5 to 10. Dave Moore said Daniel was only knowledgeable 1 out of Ocho and Shady. Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Queen said 5. Demetrius said 5. Introvert said 8 to 15. Uh-oh, what you say you dig? Your dig said it better be top 5. Hold on.
You can't handle the truth.
What? What you say you did? Your dig said it better be top 5. Well, I'm gonna just show you what Chase Daniel said. Hold on. I'm gonna show you what Chase Daniel said. Chase
At the
Daniel
pass.
dropped an atomic bomb on the head of one Emmanuel Acho. Y'all ready for this? Chase Daniel says Dak Prescott is, let me see here. Can't get it to come down. Let me see if I can get it. Let's see. Chase Daniel said Dak Prescott is a top 5 quarterback. You can't see the caption. Chase Daniel said, see if I can bring this down. Chase Daniel said Dak Prescott's top 5. That's what Chase Daniel said. Chase Daniel. Dak Prescott is top 5. Y'all ready? Chase Daniel said, anybody who doubts that, watch this. Okay, let's watch it.
Strength early to here. Then you motion out here and make them a safety have to cover 2. And putting it into the boundary, which means into this side and not to the field, you're going to have a seam route. This is now becomes the outside go, a seam route, and a seam route. He comes underneath. So such a good job understanding this safety is not going to the 3 receiver side for whatever reason. So this is where you want to attack in single high zone coverage. And it's exactly what they do. This is a very difficult throw because you got to get it up and over that safety. This safety's like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? He needs to go over
This
here.
throw was
and then
crazy.
if he was, then Dak would hold him here and try to hit the seam. It's exactly what happens. These linebackers are hook curl defenders, so they're going to get depth over. You see Ferguson right here. Hey, keep it going. We're good. Understanding, hey, we're going to slide out to the right. Watch his eyes. His eyes just right there. Keep him. It's not man to man. So they took advantage of a really good coverage, but then you got to be able to get this up and down between.
That was incredible. That was incredible. Now, you can't really appreciate this in fast motion. But again, notice, and I'm going to turn the sound down just for a second. This is all happening. See, this is slow motion. But Dak is doing this in real time. The defense has their eyes on Dak Prescott. And just watch how Dak, ever so slightly, is going to look to the right. Let's watch this again. Watch Dak ever so slightly. Look. Dak Prescott looks to the right. They're all looking at Dak Prescott look to the right. But Dak Prescott already knows he's going to the left. This is crazy. This is crazy work, bro. You cannot appreciate this unless you see it in slow motion. Look at that. Dak is looking to the right. And then all of a sudden, just like that, Dak is looking to the right and just turns to the left. Boom! Golly. That is crazy work, man. That is crazy work. One thing about Dak Prescott, if you are a receiver playing for Dak Prescott, you better always be ready for the ball, even if you're covered. Even if you are covered, you must always be ready for the ball because Dak Prescott will throw the ball in a place where only you can get it. Let's look at this one more time. This is amazing when you look at it. Dak Prescott surveying the field before the snap. Surveying the field. As soon as he drops back the pass. Now, I'm going to show you something else. Dak already sees this. I don't know if y'all noticed this. Watch what Dak does. Dak already sees this. Watch how Dak makes us a point to the left here real quick. Look, you see where he pointed? Dak pointed down the field. He's pointing down the field. Dak already sees what's going on here. This dude is at that level where it's hard to surprise Dak Prescott. He's already made a point to the left. Now, this is in slow motion, but look, Dak Prescott, ever so slightly, is looking to the right. As soon as he drops back, looking to the right. But remember, before the snap, he pointed to the left. Look, lock him down at the right, make him stand still. They're looking at Dak, Dak's looking at them. But Dak is about to go exactly where he pointed. Look to the right, look to the right. And this is happening. It's slow, but this is all happening in seconds. Boom. And Dak just turns. And look, how does he get the ball over the head of 32? How much do you bet if you're 32, you go back and you look at that film and you go, he wasn't open. How did he get that ball over my hand? Because most quarterbacks, this is going to be an interception or a knockdown. That's Dak Prescott right there. Yeah. Chase Daniel, Ocho, obviously Ocho didn't get you the memo. Chase Daniel said Dak Prescott's top 5.
This is so good. So you set the passing strength early to here, then you motion out here and make them, a safety, have to cover 2. And putting it into the boundary, which means into this side and not to the field, you're going to have a seam route. This is now becomes the outside go, a seam route, and a seam route. He comes underneath. So such a good job understanding this safety is not going to the 3 receiver side for whatever reason. So this is where you want to attack in single high zone coverage. And it's exactly what they do. This is a very difficult throw because you got to get it up and over that safety. This safety's like, oh my gosh, what am I doing?
There are 3 defenders in that area. And Dak froze them boys. Dak froze them boys. It's 3 defenders back there. Dak froze them boys.
He needs to go over here. And then if he was, then Dak would hold him here and try to hit the seam. It's exactly what happens. These linebackers are hook curl defenders, so they're going to get depth over. You see Ferguson right here. Hey, keep it going. We're good. Understanding, hey, we're going to slide out to the right. Watch his eyes. His eyes just right there. Keep him. It's not man to man. So they took advantage of a really good coverage, but then you got to be able to get this up and down between the safety.
Yeah, Dak Prescott's the top 5 quarterback. There is no doubt. There is no doubt in most people's mind right now. There's no doubt in most people's mind. Boy, let me tell you something. Raw X a fan, and you just made the statement of the night, and we still lost. Yeah, that was the Rico Jones. That was the Rico Jones game. Rico Jones said, buckle up. Oh, Bama boy, hold on a second. I got you. Don't you worry, Bama boy, I got you. You said, gee, have you heard what former Cowboy Pacman Jones had to say about Lamb? He's the last person to listen to. Been arrested so many times, still doesn't get it. Yeah, I got you. Bazzy 9. Courtesy of Bazzy 9. Bazzy 9 sent me the video. I was laughing because I was looking for the video and I didn't realize. I was like, wait a minute. Is this the same video that Bazzy 9 sent me? Bazzy 9 hooked your boy up. I got y'all. Bazzy 9 hooked me up. All right, let's move on over to our next topic here. Jones, Pacman Jones, hates on CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah! Here we go!
Pacman Jones. The thing that's funny to me is that these guys are walking contradictions. They are walking contradictions. And the thing that's funny to me is when you listen to Pacman Jones as he talks in this video, Bazzy 9, I don't know if you caught this. It's not what he says about CeeDee Lamb. It's what he says about someone else. That's what. Did I say Rico? Let me make sure. Did I say Rico Jones or Rico Dowdle? I might have said Rico Jones then. All right. Did I say Rico Jones? I meant to say Rico Dowdle. All right. But again, it's not what he says about CeeDee Lamb. I want y'all to hear what he says about another wide receiver on here. And this lets you know that Adam Pacman Jones is doing the same thing that Emmanuel Acho did. He just trying to get some attention, trying to get some clicks, trying to get some likes. Let's check this video out. Let's pull this up. This is Pacman Jones. In Pacman Jones, there is something. Come on, man. Pacman Jones can't even be serious in this evaluation. Watch this.
Igba Jackson. Yeah.
Okay, I can't figure out how to rewind this. I've been trying to figure out how to rewind it. All right, let's go. We'll at least get to hear the part about CeeDee Lamb. Now, I want you to hear what he says about the other wide receivers, and that's how you know, like Rick James said, man, Coco is a heck of a drug, bruh. Coco is a heck of a drug. That's all I'm going to tell you. This is them talking about this wide receiver list.
A beast, signed a massive contract this offseason, Super Bowl champion. I think JSN is definitely one of the top 10 best receivers in the league.
Puka?
Yes, without question. Possession guy, big play guy, always accountable. Stafford loves to deal to him. Puka's up there.
St. Brown?
Yes, without question. Physical, gritty. The guy's always there. I definitely would put Amon-Ra St. Brown in the top 10.
I would not put CeeDee Lamb in my top 10. He's not better than T. Higgins. He's not better than Diggs. I don't give a fuck what.
Wait a minute, what? What does CeeDee Lamb do to this man? What did CeeDee Lamb do to this man? There is nobody other than Pacman Jones that will tell you T. Higgins is better than CeeDee Lamb. But wait a minute, hold on a second. Strange to me, though. What team does T. Higgins play for? I just wonder. What team does T. Higgins play for? I wonder if Pacman Jones played for the same team. Now, we know he was a Dallas Cowboy for a little while. But wasn't he a Cincinnati Bengal? This dude is absolutely crazy. He not only said that T. Higgins is better than CeeDee Lamb, Stephon Diggs. Stop it. Stop it. Stephon Diggs won't even tell you he better than CeeDee Lamb, bro. Stephon Diggs won't even tell you that. Stop it. Man, boy, this is crazy work. And to bring Stephon Diggs into the conversation, you can tell by what he's saying. He don't care who you name, they're better than CeeDee Lamb. He'd probably say I was better than CeeDee Lamb. Man, stop it. Stop this madness, bruh. This is pure buffoonery. It's buffoonery, man. Boy, say you ain't lying, man. Jerry saved his career. He talking crazy. He wants some clicks and some likes.
What Diggs got going on, but Diggs is better than him.
Hey, shout out to Stephon Diggs as well. He commented on our Instagram post.
Man, you all not be shouting out Stephon Diggs, bruh. What you should be doing is correcting your mans on his doggone CeeDee Lamb. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop this. Man, this dude must have called up Emmanuel Acho and asked him for the playbook, bruh. This is crazy.
He said all the allegations are capped, so we'll take him at his word.
Hey, if he said it's cap, I'm going to believe it's cap.
Wait. Hey, bro. I can't do this, bro. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, bro. Hold on a second. Who in their right mind? Who in their right mind gonna take Stephon Diggs at his word? Bro. Who in the world? When you say you take Stephon Diggs at his word no matter what he say, bro, you lost all credibility, bro. You lost all credibility. Boy, you lost all credibility, man. Pepperboy said, listen to Adam Pacman Jones like listening to a crackhead that's still doing crack. Boy, this is the crazy. What? Man, these comments are beyond crazy, bro. Man, I like Pacman Jones. But this is beyond crazy, man. Bro, when you say you take Stephon Diggs at his word, bro, it's over. I can't take anything you say before or after that statement is serious, bro. I can't do it. Bro, this is crazy work. Boy, who would say something that, well, I guess if you saying CeeDee Lamb ain't top 10, what else can we expect, bro? What else can we expect, man? Yeah, he say, I believe it. Dude, what?
Putting George Pickens in the top 10 because he's a fucking dog. Nico Collins, I don't know.
No,
I don't fucking
I would not
know.
put
Wait. No. It wasn't the T. Higgins one. This is the one that got me. This is how you know this is some clout chasing craziness. You say that Nico Collins, you don't know. Well, if you don't know, then he probably shouldn't be in the top 10. I mean, don't that make sense to anybody else? If you don't know who Nico Collins is, why is he in the top 10? If anything, I would say, Nico Collins, I don't know him. He ain't in the top 10. I put CeeDee Lamb at that spot. Man, I'm telling you right now, CeeDee Lamb took this man's girlfriend. That's all I can tell you. CeeDee Lamb took this man's girlfriend or something, because there is no way you are saying these things with a straight face and not being on that yak or being on some kind of drugs. There is no way you say this, bro. and say, but you don't know about Nico Collins. Stop it, bro. Stop this madness. Man, pure NGR said Pacman on them cheap. Bro, come on, Pacman. Man, I like Pacman Jones too, bro. But this is wild right here, man. This is wild, boy. Bama boy said he eat no power pellets. Bro, this crazy, bro. Man, Frey Lord said Pacman when they find him hanging on the corner, say Betty done pissed all the way all his money. Man, these dudes trying to get clicks in life, man. That's crazy, bro. That is crazy, bro. That's crazy, boy. The Demetri said broken NFL players, they can't find a real job and do anything constructive. Come on, man. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy, man. This is crazy, boy. Say he smoked too much weed. Don't get me wrong. He was a good player at Tennessee and Cincinnati. I like Pacman Jones, but this is crazy, bro. Man, this is crazy. To say something like this is crazy, bro. Man, this is crazy. Demetri said, gee, there should be some type of PUA, man. I don't know, bro. This is crazy. It's crazy. Old boy right here should be correcting him, man.
Collins in there.
T. Hig, how T. Hig is not in the top 10?
I
the
think T.
motherfucker
Hig
is
is
6'7" out of 5 balls.
Okay, put T. Hig in the place of Nico Collins, but don't commit football blasphemy and say that CeeDee Lamb not top 10. It's crazy, bro. Pacman Jones no football better than this. Pacman Jones no football better than this. Man, CeeDee Lamb, boy, I wish this man was in his prime. CeeDee Lamb would cook this man. If this was the next week and CeeDee Lamb saw this dude, CeeDee Lamb would cook. He would cook on Pacman Jones, man. Right? Xavier said his girl phone rang and she saw she picture up. So he answered and CeeDee was on the other side. Right, Xavier, you heard what Drake said. Drake said in that song STFU, he said, I call your girl and she pick it up. Boy, Drake, man. CeeDee must have called this man and called this man girl and she picked up in front of him. This is crazy work. And you can tell the way he talking. This is personal, bro. This is personal. Serious. Man, somebody need to contact my man, Pacman Jones. Pacman Jones, bro, we don't dislike you, bro. You was a Cowboy once upon a time. You're very talented. But, man, to be hating on CeeDee like this is crazy work, bro.
You throw to him, he gonna catch 4 contesting balls. I know I be on A.J. Brown ass, but he's from Atlanta. I got to see him early on. To me, he's a top 10 receiver, regardless if he's reading the fucking book. Devontae Adams was a top 10. He's not a top 10 right now. He's only good in the red zone. You gonna call him before you call T. Higgs?
You got a point.
Oh, you gonna call him before you call CeeDee Lamb? Stop this stuff, man. Stop this stuff, bro. Shame for Pacman.
Right there. T. Higgins younger. T. Higgins a little bit more explosive as well.
Man, who is this dude? Man, you tell this dude afraid of this man. Man, look, they cooking him in the comments, bro. They cooking him in the comments. They are cooking this man. Somebody named Joe Hicks said, you got to be the slowest person on earth because what do you mean Diggs and T are better than CeeDee Lamb? Never got any podcast. He said, never get on any podcast again, bro. You actually a clown. Bro, this man getting cooked, bro. Man, this dude is getting cooked. Spidey Hendricks said, no, CeeDee, he tripping. Man, little JDG said, bro, what do N-words be smoking? Man, this dude is crazy, bro. There's no other way. Dude said, bro said Diggs better than Lamb. Just stop talking, bro. Wait a minute, look at what CJ's dad said. CJ's dad said, CTE killing Pacman Jones. He said killing Pacman Jones, boy. Boy, this is crazy, bro. Somebody said Pacman is remedial. They are cooking this dude in the comments, bruh. They are cooking this dude. P. Dawkins said Diggs and Higgins better than CeeDee, and he not in your top 10. He said, trash take by you, Pacman. Just saying you hating on the man. Shaking my head because C2X not top 10, he top 5 to me. That's just wild. Everything you said about that man, laugh out loud. Bro. Straight up, bro. Straight up. I didn't see CeeDee Lamb. I was trying to see if I saw CeeDee Lamb in the comments. Bro, this is wild. This is some wild work right here, bro. This is some wild work. Pacman Jones know exactly what he doing. He trying to bring some attention to this dude podcast. Let me see if CeeDee Lamb responds. Man, I don't even know if I get this dude the time of day, bro. I don't even know if I get this dude the time of day. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know if I would respond to something like this. Says here, CeeDee Lamb heavily criticized Jones, essentially telling him to stay out of the media, suggesting Jones was intoxicated while commenting. No. CeeDee Lamb said the man was intoxicated, man. Said he was intoxicated, man. Crazy, bro. Said this man is intoxicated. I'm trying to find where he did. And we may come back to it tomorrow, but man, this is crazy work, bro. Pacman Jones ought to be ashamed of himself, bro. That's all I can tell you. Pacman Jones should be ashamed of himself for this. I don't even see how you do this. To say that Stephon Diggs is better than CeeDee Lamb, bro. Nobody invite this man to another podcast, bro. Nobody invite this dude to another podcast. This is crazy, bro. Your podcast gonna actually lose credibility with Pacman Jones saying stuff like this, man. This is crazy. Yeah, this is crazy, bro. Pacman Jones, bro. Y'all remember this? Y'all remember this campaign? We gonna have to pass this on to CeeDee Lamb. We gonna have to pass this on to Pacman Jones, bro. Y'all remember this?
Is there anyone out there who still isn't clear about what doing drugs does? Okay, last time. This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Come on, man. Somebody got to pass this on to Pacman Jones, bro. Somebody got to pass this on to Pacman Jones, bro. Somebody has got to pass this on to this man because there is no way, bro. There's just no way. There's just no way. Let's go over here to Shannon Sharpe. Hey, Quinn, you remember that commercial, Quinn? Quinn, you remember that commercial, Quinn, back in the day? Man, somebody gotta help, man. Pacman Jones, bro, come on, man. We love you, man. You're an ex-Cowboy. But to be hating on CeeDee Lamb like this, bro, you gotta stop, bro. Man, hey, man, somebody gotta pass that video on. Somebody gotta pass that video on, man. Man, somebody gotta pass it on. Hold on. What you say? Hold on. Let me see here. Somebody gotta pass this on to this man, bro. Somebody's got to pass this on, man. Somebody got to help him, bro. Y'all remember this? We got to help Pacman Jones, bro. We got to help Pacman Jones. Y'all remember this? I know y'all don't remember this. Don't do it, Pacman. Pacman, don't do it. Don't do it, Pacman. Don't do it. Fight it. Fight it, Pacman. Fight it. Fight it, Pacman Jones. I tell people all the time, you can't let a crackhead work in the crack factory. Can't do it. Don't let Pacman in here. Don't do it. Don't. Can't do it, bro. We gotta help Pacman Jones. Bro. Gotta help Pacman Jones. That's crazy work, bro. That's crazy work. Pacman is on them drugs, man. That's all I can understand. That's all I can see. Quaid, I'm sorry, but Pacman Jones got to get off them drugs. That is crazy work. To say that CeeDee Lamb is not top 10. We gotta help Pacman Jones, man. We gotta help this man. All right. But I take y'all back just for a moment. Your brain on drugs. Pookie on drugs. Man, you can't be on drugs giving takes on podcasts, bro. To say that CeeDee Lamb is not top 10, T. Higgins should be in there, Stephon Diggs should be in there. I just can't, man. I just can't with that one. All right. Let's go over here to Nightcap.
Yes! Here we go!
Nightcap reacts, and I'm not sure they're reacting to Pacman Jones. I haven't seen it. But Nightcap also reacts. Nightcap reacts to the top 10 wide receiver list too. And I don't think they too happy with it. From what I could tell. I didn't see it. But I don't think they too happy with this. This is Shannon Sharpe. Let me see here. This is Shannon Sharpe and Ocho Syncho. And they talking about this.
Hey guys,
top 10
it's your
list.
favorite Unk here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Come for the sports, stay for the stories.
George Pickens will officially play the 2026 season on his $27.3 million franchise tag after Wednesday 4 p.m. deadline pass. Pickens says, like the tag and all that, it's just football first, so definitely play football first, kind of like I did last year, then worry about the contract. Well, let my agent worry about it, really. Pickens is the only player to be franchise tagged this year and not receive a long-term deal before the deadline. Daniel Jones, 2 years, $88 million. Breece Hall, 3 years, $43.5 million. Kyle Pitts, 3 years, $54 million. Ocho?
Yes, sir.
Are the Cowboys going to regret not signing Pick to a long-term deal when they could have got him? Because if he plays like he played last year, it's a $45 million. It's $45 million.
They're probably not going to be able to, to give it to him. Joe, obviously, if you saw Pickens last year,
I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I don't think this is going to be no $45 million deal. I don't see anybody. Who's going to pay CeeDee Lamb $45 million? I'm sorry, George Pickens. Who's going to pay George Pickens $45 million? $45 million? I don't think that's going to happen.
understand what you do. You're in a better situation with a better quarterback and a better offense in general. So he's going to pick up where he left off last year. He's going to have a great season, and the Cowboys are going to regret it. Now, they're going to do everything they can this year in hoping that having George Pickens, on that team, they get as far as they can. They're hoping they get as far as they can, Uncle Joe. And Joe, honestly, I'm hoping they do. I know Pickens is going to ball out because of the situation that he's in. You have a very, very, very good quarterback. When the opportunities come your way, all you got to do is do what you did last year. Make plays.
I sure hope you're right.
Static 67, I could see the Super Bowl. I'm still struggling with this, though. Why would the Cowboys let George Pickens go? That's my question. Why would they let him go? They still can franchise him again for $32 million. There's nothing he can do. Why would the Cowboys let George Pickens go? That's the part I'm struggling with. How is George Pickens going to pull this off? How does George Pickens pull off getting a $45 million deal? How does he pull it off? Cowboys still going to franchise tag him if the Cowboys get to second, third round in the playoffs. They can franchise George Pickens. $32 million. That's $60 million over 2 years. Why would they just let him go? I don't understand how it's going to happen. That's the part some of us got to explain. How is it going to happen? How is George Pickens going somewhere else?
Right, Ocho. I sure hope he
There's two things you can count on that when it comes to them people with the star on the helmet. You can count on CeeDee going to hell to slap off, and you count on George Pickens being NFL young boy. He gonna show up now.
Oh yeah. Hey, listen. I hope he do his thing, man. I think he will get paid, Uncle Ocho. Maybe not this season. I'm saying, but after
It
the
won't be in
season.
Dallas, Joe.
How you figure that, Ocho? You don't know. You don't know what. How you know what?
Thank you. Somebody got some sense. Somebody got some sense. What? The Cowboys aren't letting. George Pickens is not a free agent next year. George Pickens can't just throw himself out there at $45 million. He can't do it. The Cowboys can throw that. There's nothing he can do. There's nothing he can do. Period. There's nothing he can do. Jermaine said under the table. Jermaine said under the table. Yeah, he's not going nowhere. I just don't think he's going nowhere. I think he's going to get paid by the Cowboys. And I don't think it's going to be no $45 million.
What's going to happen?
I just don't see how they pay him. You know, Dak, they're going to have to do something with Dak, Joe.
Yeah.
They're going to extend Dak Prescott. That's what they're going to do.
Dak about to get over $300 million. He's going to be close. He's going to get $400 million. He's going to want $65, $70 million a year. What you going to do with Quincy Williams? What you going to do with CeeDee?
Listen, we're going to have to cross them bridges when we get to them.
That part. That part right there. Yeah, we're gonna cross that bridge when we get there. Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. George Pickens is going nowhere. I don't believe it. George Pickens is going nowhere. I don't believe it. He's going nowhere.
But if we take care of business this season, you win, everybody get paid.
No, everybody can't get paid.
No,
yeah, they will.
You can't pay everybody.
You got two number ones on your team, Joe.
Dak Prescott's gonna want $150 million at signing. He's gonna want $275.
I don't agree with this part. I believe Dak Prescott is going to give the Cowboys a discount. I do. I believe Dak Prescott's going to give the Cowboys a discount. It does Dak Prescott no good. It does Dak Prescott no good to continue to try to be the highest paid quarterback in the league and not win. Get your money. Dak will get his money. But to continue to try to be the highest paid player in the league, I just don't think it's going to happen. And if it does, they're going to do some wizardry with that contract. You watch what I tell you. They're going to do some wizardry. They're going to put 19 void years in that contract if they give Dak Prescott $300 million. They'll put 19 void years in there. The Cowboys will be paying Dak Prescott in the 2035. 2035, if that's the case. But no, they're going to fit George Pickens in there. I wouldn't even be surprised if Dak Prescott manipulated his contract in a way to where he does take some kind of technical pay cut to keep George Pickens. I'm not going to be surprised. I'm not going to be surprised. I see 3 players getting extended next year. Dak Prescott, Quinnen Williams, George Pickens, and maybe DeMarion Overshown. No, there's no way they're letting George Pickens out of here. I'm like, Joe, man, what are y'all talking about?
$300 million guaranteed, Joe.
Jerry got it. He got it here.
It's a salary cap, Joe. You can't pay all them. You can't pay all them people, Joe.
Yeah, you can.
Well, listen, Ocho.
Listen, it's a good thing to have, Joe.
I mean, you pay Dak making what's Dak making? Dak making like 55 now, 60 now. What you think he gonna want next year?
He's the highest paid quarterback too, huh? Oh, well, no.
My homeboy.
Homeboy.
Josh Allen is actually the highest paid quarterback. More guaranteed money.
My homeboy, 64
he overlapped
million.
him. That's right. That's right.
We got some work to do, fellas.
Yeah. I wish y'all nothing but the best. I know.
Don't worry, because y'all going to hear from us. Y'all going to hear about us. Y'all going to hear from us all damn year.
Oh, who the receiver?
No, we won't.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all start out fast, but you know, a horse that poop fast don't poop long. He don't poop long. So I already know how y'all gonna get out there.
All right.
You gonna be hyped. First day, you gonna come out here hyped. Hey, what I tell you, how about them Cowboys, Ocho? And then slowly as the season progresses, come on, man. Come on.
Nah. That ain't gonna be us, baby. We locked in. In.
Okay, this is the wrong video I got. So I was supposed to get the wide receiver ranks, and I got the George Pickens contract. Okay, I see what happened here. My bad. Okay. That's the wrong clip. All right, I'll have to come back and get that clip later on the wide receivers. We may do that tomorrow. But nevertheless, you know, even them talking about George Pickens, man, that is crazy. George Pickens is going nowhere. And as a matter of fact, I don't see how he leaves. Somebody would have to explain to me, how does George Pickens leave? I don't think he gets out of here. I really don't. So I'm really like dumbfounded on that whole conversation that they're having about George Pickens. There's just no way. I just don't think he's getting out of here. Hold on, let me see if I can. Yeah, I don't think he's getting out of here. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I don't think he's getting out of here. All right, this was actually the list I was looking
Hey guys, it's your favorite Unk here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Come for the sports, stay for the stories.
Yeah, execs, coaches, scouts rank the NFL top wide receivers for 2026. They got Jamar Chase at 1, Justin Jefferson at 2, JSN at 3, Puka at 4, Amon-Ra St. Brown at 5, CeeDee Lamb at 6, Pickens at 7, Nico Collins 8, A.J. Brown 9, Devontae Adams rounds out the top 10. I don't know how they got Malik Neighbors in there at 11, considering that he coming off ACL and he had surgery because the scar tissue built up.
Yep.
So I don't know how he got there in front of Mike Evans. Tyreek Hill, there's a chance he might not even play this year, Ocho. I don't know how he got the high he is, but I would have Jameson Williams absolutely up higher than what he is. I put him in front of Malik Neighbors and Tyreek based on just injury history alone.
Damn, y'all think DK that far down at 19?
I'm not putting him, man, hey, that kid Alex Pierce, now he don't get no shine, Ocho, but we know he for real, Joe.
Yeah.
He for real, for real.
Oh, he gonna get his chance this year, though.
Look, absolutely. Chase, I'm not going to argue with you, but I can't put Jed at 2. Not after what Puka. I'm not putting him in front of Puka.
Let me tell you something. Jetta stand right there too. I understand what Puka's doing. I understand how great Puka is, but I also understand what Justin Jefferson has done since he's entered the league. Now, the fact that he didn't have it.
Newhouse fam, what up, Newhouse fam? I'm with you. Jackson Smith and Jigba is not better than Puka Nacua. He's not better than CeeDee Lamb. He's not better than George Pickens. Amon-Ra St. Brown is not better than CeeDee Lamb, not better than George Pickens. There is no way. No way. There is no way. I've already made my list, but I got Jamar Chase. I got Puka Nacua, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens. Those would be the top 5. I actually had Pickens 4 and Lamb 5. Those would be the top 5 for me. But if you want to flip it around with Pickens, then with Lamb, then Pickens, it wouldn't matter to me. But CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens are top 5 wide receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Puka Nacua. That's your top 5. I don't really know how Amon-Ra St. Brown is top 5. I agree, he's top 10. He's not top 5. I don't even think Nico Collins belongs there. I don't even think Devontae Adams belongs there. I would actually take DK Metcalf in that top 10. And, you know, thinking about Pierce, I got to see a little bit more. But Pierce, boy, Man, if anything, Pierce probably should be 11, 12, 13. I mean, I got Pierce. I would actually have Pierce in front of, I might give Mike Evans. Maybe. But I'd have Alec Pierce somewhere up there at 13, 11, 12, 13. But Davante Adams, to me, I can see Davante Adams actually being 11, 12, or 13. I can't see him in the top 10. I really can't. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I can't see him in there. I would put DK Metcalf in there. DK Metcalf, like I said the other day, DK Metcalf is going to suffer from the same thing that George Pickens suffered from in Pittsburgh. No quarterback. Oh, Michael Lee, I'm sorry. I am going to have Jackson Smith and Jigba in the top 10. Yeah, I'm sorry about it. I would have Jackson Smith and Jigba in the top 10. I would probably have Jigba somewhere around, 6. I would take him over Amon-Ra St. Brown. So I'd probably have him at 6. Yeah, I'd probably have him at 6. He's got to be in there. Yeah, he's got to be in the top 10, but he's not in the top 5. Yeah, Mike Evans is top 10. Can't take away his accolades. I think they're talking about right now. I'm struggling with Mike Evans right now, top 10. But again, he's probably in about the right spot for me. Newhouse, you can put him in the top 10. I ain't mad at you. But he's probably in the right spot for me, somewhere around 11 or 12.
That he didn't have a quarterback is the only reason why we're saying.
I got to factor that in.
I'm not factoring it in. I'm not doing that because
you got to.
I know exactly what Justin Jefferson
when they don't have no quarterback.
I know exactly what he could do. Nah,
that's why I still got Justin Jefferson
I'm not
around
playing
number
that
3.
game and chastising and penalizing Jettas because he doesn't have a quarterback based on what he's done since he entered the league. I'm not doing that. And Puka got Stafford throwing to him. Nah, man, come on. No.
But I'm saying, you make it seem like Puka ain't put up numbers since he been in the league.
Hey, we talk about Justin Jefferson. Puka's great.
Yes.
I like Puka. He's great. We talk about Jettas, man. Come on, man.
Yes.
Come on, man.
Yes.
Come on, don't do that.
Yes.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
You saw Puka numbers. You said don't pretend like Puka some
I ain't saying no
slouch
slouch, but come on now. We talk about Jettas now. Come on, don't do that, man. Come on, man.
Hey,
but I got to take in the totality body of work.
If you take a totality body of work, then Jettas would be number 2.
Ocho, but I'm saying last year happened. Puka has never had a year like that. And I know his quarterback situation, but guess what? Like you tell me all the time, when them numbers dip, they don't want to hear nothing about that quarterback duty, Ocho.
I know they don't want to hear, but the reason why the numbers dip, and he still was over 1,000 with the quarterback situation he had, with the miracle.
Man, look here. 1,000 yards for a receiver playing 16, 17 games, Ocho, now you know that ain't nothing. That's like a running back. That's like a running back getting 1,000 yards in 17 games. But that ain't but 58 yards a game.
I understand. I understand that, but I understand the greatness that is Justin Jefferson. And even though he didn't have a quarterback, it was messy. It was messy for him. He still was able to. It was
awful. I felt bad.
I did too, and he was still able to get that 1,000. I understand how great Puka is. I think Puka is one of those receivers. Honestly, if he had that same type of system that he has in LA, he can go play on any other team and still produce the same way as long as they have an adequate quarterback. It makes it even better that he got Stafford. So he's going to go crazy regardless.
Yeah, I think the thing is that if you look at the guys that's been in that system, they catch a lot of balls, but the longevity is because you get so many targets and you get hit so much.
Yeah.
You remember Cooper Kupp?
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp had that historic season.
That's what ruined. That's what ruined Cooper Kupp
because you take so much punishment. Man, think about how many balls they throw to Puka.
Yeah, that's what ruined him.
I wonder how many targets he had last year. Can Ash look that up? I'm curious. How many?
Yeah, Ash looked that up, and I think he missed 2 games, Ocho, and he led the league in receiving.
Damn.
And missed 2 games.
He got a gunslinger back there, though.
Oh man, Stafford can flat out throw it. Stafford can flat out throw it.
Man, could you imagine? Put Stafford in Minnesota.
But Puka Nakua can flat out get open too.
Boy, what you think Justin numbers will look like? Matter of fact, how about this? You know what? Do me a favor. Put Jettas and that LA offense with Sean McVay, what you think Jetta numbers would look like?
Hey, any receiver, you look at what the one thing out of Mike Shanahan's system, the receivers, if you that boy, you're going to put up numbers.
Absolutely.
You're going to put up numbers. If you just go back and look at the West Coast, you go start with Jerry, go with Sterling Sharpe and Terrell Owens, and you look at all those guys that played in that system, he's getting a little less 9 targets a game.
You know what? I don't like Nico Collins being so low. I don't think people understand how good Nico Collins is. But if I want to take him up,
but if you put him up, you got to take
that's
somebody
exactly
down.
what I get ready to say.
Hey, what's the average targets a game a receiver get? Your top receiver.
7 to 8.
7 to 8.
Depending on who you playing.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
For my
no, that's different. For Chase,
no. Yeah, Flacco.
But the average, when you equate everything out, somewhere between 7 and 8.
Yeah,
that's about right.
Yeah. Hey, well, my Cowboys having 2 guys in their top 10.
Okay, I didn't know Joe was a Cowboy fan. I didn't know he was a Cowboy fan. Okay, now it explains the defense of George Pickens. Okay, now it makes sense.
I'm expecting big things from him this year. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, Nuance, I agree. Nico Collins is good. I'm struggling with number 8 because I think AJ Brown is better than Nico Collins. Shoot, AJ Brown is suffering from no quarterback too.
Big disappointment.
Hold on. Why are you expecting a disappointment, Unc? What's up?
Cause you expected a lot.
Me?
Yep.
I'm expecting what I think they should do. We should be a pretty damn good.
You've been expecting that for 30 years. Do you remember them championships?
I did not know Joe was a quarterback. Why did you know he was a Cowboys fan? I didn't know it. I did not know Joe was a Cowboys fan.
Joe, you probably like a teenager.
Hey, Joe, he's talking about collectively as a team. Now, I'm with you when you're right. When you talk about George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb individually, they finna go crazy. They finna act.
Okay, George, appreciate that super chat.
Now,
I ain't gonna lie.
Appreciate it. Just
ain't no way in hell. Smitty is the 22nd best receiver.
Not
I don't care what y'all say. Malik Neighbors has Ocho. He had surgery on a knee. He tore his ACL, but it said he had scar tissue build up.
Now I do agree with Shannon Sharpe right here. How is Malik Neighbors on the list if this is Rhett now? Malik Neighbors was hurt last season. He's not even going to start this season, it looks like. How is he number 11? That part don't make sense. I agree with Shannon Sharpe there.
Tyreek might not even play this year.
I agree with Tyreek Hill too. Tyreek Hill don't need to be on the list. I agree. He went down early last year. Nobody knows what Tyreek Hill is going to be. I'd only seen the top 10. I hadn't seen 11 through 20. I had not seen 11 through 20. That's crazy work.
I cannot base it on what they were 2 years ago. Malik Neighbors was fantastic, but he got off to a horrible start last year, Joe.
Yeah.
And we saw Tyreek.
King Gresh, what'd you say, King Gresh? King Gresh said he's a casual Cowboy fan. Easy, G. Easy. Gregory Hicks. Man, I'm struggling, bro. They said this list is going into this season right now. How is Malik Neighbors right now? How? Malik Neighbors? Man, we don't even know if this dude gonna play this season. I don't understand it. Tyreek Hill? Who knows what this man gonna look like? That 11 through 20 is skewed.
We know what Reek was when he was in Kansas City, and we saw what he was those first 2 years in Miami.
Yeah.
But this is a serious injury for a guy that's in his 30s.
Yeah.
Yes.
And y'all gonna put him over Smitty?
I wonder who made
we
that
know
list.
Ocho was not. I'm talking about old Joe back here.
Just somebody random.
I'm talking about old Joe back there.
What y'all think Mike Evans going to do in that system?
He gonna eat.
What?
The Shanahan
Yes.
system? Man,
Yes.
what's the difference in Shanahan and McVay, huh? What's the difference? He put
Nothing.
everything.
Because you do realize McVay was up under Shanahan in Washington.
Mike's gonna have one of his better seasons.
And Dudley, they said these lists
All
are
them
based
guys,
on right
all them
now
guys.
going into the season.
McDaniels,
I don't
that's
see it.
the offensive coordinator at the Chargers. He was under Mike. He was under Kyle when Kyle was in. It
Mr.
was
Take
in.
your girl. Mr. Take Your Chick, he said, what do you mean by casual fan? I'm struggling with that 11 through 20. Let's go back on that 11 through 20. The other discussion I'm not worried about. But I'm struggling with Malik Neighbors. Mike Evans, I could see it. Malik Neighbors. Tyreek Hill. I might actually put Pierce above Zay Flowers. I'm taking Malik Neighbors and Tyreek Hill off the list. Alec Pierce, I'm moving him up the list. Metcalf, I'm moving him up the list. But Neighbors and Tyreek Hill off the list for me. I don't know. I'm kind of struggling with this list. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I'm struggling with 11 through 20 for sure. Yeah, I'm struggling with that. But I get what Shannon Sharpe is saying.
Oh yeah.
Cowboys first. No, TCU first. Then the Cowboys. Then San Antonio.
Oh, she from Texas.
Yes.
Oh yeah. We gonna do some damage this year, Ash.
Had me get tickets to. Remember when TCU played Georgia in the national championship game?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. Football season's gonna be great. Mike Evans is over here in the NFC now. I'm kind of ready to see. I'm kind of ready to see. I'm interested to see Mike Evans. Mike Evans playing in San Francisco. It's gonna be very interesting. Him playing with Purdy. It's gonna be very interesting. Bama Boys said Malik Neighbors not gonna be the same. I don't think so either. He might be another Odell Beckham Jr. Odell Beckham Jr. playing with no ligaments this year. I don't know what's going on with that. But he is playing with no ligaments. No ligaments. All right, and so also, too, guys, I want to make sure I apologize for the Chris Rock session. I didn't realize it was going to be that long. I just want to go to the part where the pipe was. I didn't want all the other parts in there. So I'm going to go back. Y'all will be the only ones that'll see that part. I'm going to probably go and cut that entire Chris Rock segment out of there, or at least cut the majority of it out of there. Cut the majority of it out of there. There were some parts in there I didn't want in there, but again, I apologize for that. Didn't want all of that, some of the stuff that we put in there. All right, let's get to these last two segments, and they are very, very short, so y'all gonna have a good night after this right here. But let me tell you, this dude, Skattebo. This is one of the reasons why I am not concerned about the New York Giants. I'm just going to be 100% honest with y'all. I'm not concerned about the New York Giants. I believe the New York Giants are now about 2 or 3 years away from being competitive. We don't know what Jackson Dart is going to be. We don't know what Skattebo is going to be. I mean, they got some pieces on defense. I think their biggest issue is going to be offense. I think their biggest issue is going to be offense for the next 2 to 3 seasons. Jim Harbaugh has got his work cut out. Because I'm telling you right now, we don't know if Skattebo is still going to try to be a wrecking ball. And we also don't know if Skattebo is going to be the same. But I'm going to tell you this. I don't know if y'all saw this video, but if I was the New York Giants, I'm telling you right now, I am in the market for a new running back in 2027. I am in the market for a new running back. Look at this. Can somebody explain this to me? Can somebody explain this to me? This is Skattebo. I have no clue what this dude is doing. Look. What the? What? What dodo bird does this? What? I'm sorry, bro. I can't have a dude like this on my team. What if he just snapped his knee right there? What if he snaps his knee right here? How dumb is this? This is crazy work. Harbaugh got his work cut out for him with Jackson Dart and Skattebo. I am not worried about the Giants. I'm worried about them somewhat defensively, offensively. What they got going on with Malik Neighbors, with this dodo bird. I mean, forgive me for saying dodo bird, but this is a dodo bird move. Why would you be doing this? Well, what they have going on with Neighbors, Skattebo, and we don't even know what's going to be transpiring with Jackson Dart in that offensive line. But this is nuts. That's all I can tell you. I'm telling you right now, man, some of these people, we've shown 2 people tonight. Bro, we're going to check out. Some of these people, man, they need to be drug tested. That's all I'm telling you, man. Some of these people need to be drug tested. Newhouse fam, he trying to prove a point that he could have snapped that ankle. Bro, man, these dudes need to be drug tested. This is crazy work, bruh. Who does this dumb stuff? Who does dumb stuff like this and think it's cute? Dudes need to be drug tested, man. I'm about to show the commercial again. This is your brain on drugs. I'm gonna incorporate that into a regular part of the show. We ain't gonna use the Chris Rock no more. but we gonna have to use. We gonna have to use from here on out. We gonna have to use if we don't get copyrighted on that. We gonna have to use that skillet thing, man. Cause I'm sorry. Some of these folks, man, they need to be drug tested. Who comes off of
Is there anyone out there?
Whatever happened to him? Who comes in and does that? Sorry, Skattebo. You on the list, bro.
Is there anyone out there who still isn't clear about what doing drugs does? Okay, last time. This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah. Yep, we got questions. we got questions because this is also your brain on drugs. We done saw it not once, we done saw it twice tonight. This is your brain on drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Right here. That's your brain on drugs. That's your brain on drugs. You're coming off a cataclysmic injury, and this is what you do. This is your brain on drugs, bro. I'm sorry. Man, I'm sorry. The conversation that I'm having with this dude. Queen said they need to bring this commercial back for real. Yeah, that commercial was effective, boy. I'm telling you, I am not worried about the Giants because of this dude right here. Dro-Man. Hey, man, this dude is goofy, as you said, bro. Man, this dude's goofy. He's absolutely dumb, bro. I'm telling y'all right now, this is why I'm not worried about the Giants. That team is about 2 or 3 years away from anything. They are about 2 or 3 years away. They got some great pieces on defense, but their offense, man, there's a lot of questions. Skattebo, Jackson Dart, will he stop trying to be a running back? The offensive line, will they be able to block for him? And then Malik Neighbors. What is Malik Neighbors going to look like? When is he coming back? It's crazy. It's crazy. Newhouse said that's why he failed. That ankle is weak. Yeah. Yeah, Larry said we got questions regarding Skattebo. Crazy, man. Dudley said you can't fix stupid. It's crazy. Bernard Field said gotta hold some bad eggs. Boy, they got some serious ones. Yeah, Anthony Jefferson could have tore his ACL. Man, I'm telling you right now, Quinn, I think Joe Milton is better. I think Joe Milton is better. I'm sorry. Newhouse fan said show that backflip again. I can't do it in slow motion. Let me see. Hold on, man. This dude here, bro. There is something wrong with this dude. That's all I can tell us. I can't do it in slow motion, but this dude is crazy, man. Let me see if there's a... All right, let's see if we can play it in slow motion. Yeah, Newhouse fam said he wanted it in slow motion. That is crazy. That dude is lucky that he did not hurt himself seriously. Absolutely lucky, man. Absolutely lucky. Yeah. Yep. I see what you're talking about, Newhouse fam. Yep, Gregory Hicks said that leg buckled. Dude, crazy, man. That's all I can tell y'all. If I was the coach, I'm sorry, I'd be on the phone right now. I'm in the running back market right now. I'm serious. I'm in the running back market. I have to be with this dude. He's a liability. He is an absolutely liability. All right. Last segment. Again, this one is actually not related to the Dallas Cowboys. But did y'all see this? This is absolutely crazy. Did y'all see this? The guy for the Arizona Cardinals. This is crazy. The NFL is suspending Cardinals personal executive Ryan Gold after he placed a $25 wager parlaying the result of the team's first 5 draft picks, which included Carson Beck. He was paid $732,500. What? Is this not crazy? I just realized what they're saying here. The personnel executive who full well knows who the Cardinals are going to draft. This dude bet $25? Wow. Oh my God. The NFL got a problem. They got a problem. They have a problem, man. They've gotten in bed with these betting houses. This is a problem. This dude made $750,000. And think about this part. What about the people? What if he shared this information with some people? What if he got some family and friends who all, man, we ain't even got to that part. We ain't even got to that part. This is just the part they know. Oh my gosh. Man, once you put this gambling stuff in, and there are people who absolutely know things that are going to happen, man, that temptation is hard not to go bet and change your life. I mean, you're talking about, man, that's life-changing money right there. I wonder what the salary is of a personnel executive in the NFL. I wonder what the salary is. See what the salary is real quick. I wonder what the salary is for that position. Yeah, y'all want to see what the problem is? I see you, Stephen White. I see you with that Nancy Pelosi comment. Man, look at this. This is where the NFL got a problem. You got players in this league making millions of dollars. Personnel executive, look at the salary. Personnel executive in the NFL, $150,000 to $400,000. I got a strange feeling he's probably not on the $400,000 range. I got a strange feeling. It says high-profile executives, those who handle extensive front office duties, annual earnings can exceed $500,000, with top-level general managers making millions. I got a strange feeling he's not a high-profile executive. Do y'all know this is so tempting? What if somebody told you you could make a $25 wager? How do you make $732,000 off a $25 wager? Quinn, I'm with you. Bruh, you want to talk about some serious temptation. Now, I wouldn't have done it. I'm not going to do it. But doggone it. Just imagine you make, let's say, $250,000 a year. After taxes, you might make $175,000. You can make a $25 wager and make $732,000? Boy, I don't know about y'all. Now, I'm not going to do it, but I can see where that's tough. That's tough. That's tough, man. That's tough. What up, Fins? He said, bro, did I try to hide it? Bro, that's tough, man. That's tough. That's tough right there. That's why they didn't want that quarterback. I forgot the quarterback name we were talking about. That's why they didn't want the quarterback in there. Shoot, Stephen White, man, I'm with you, bro. Why just 25? Shoot, might as well just go for the gusto. Gregory Hicks said finesse is big time. New House fam said I need to talk to him. New House fam. Boy, let me tell you something, bro. Boy, could you imagine being this man friend, bro? Bro, it'd be tough. Boy, this dude tell you who they gonna pick the 5 picks, bro. Man, bro, I'm just wondering if they did an investigation and found out that he did this with more. Man, just imagine if he let some of his family members do this. Oh my gosh. How do you make $750,000 from $25? That is crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy work, boy. Shoot. Boy, that fan said he would have bet for him and took his cut, bro. Bro, that's crazy work. That's crazy work, bro. Boy, yeah, you remember that scene I showed y'all earlier with Chris Rock with that pipe? Boy, Boy, somebody come telling you you can bet $25 and make $750,000, bruh. Woo-wee! Oh, my gosh. That's tough, bro. That's tough, man. I thought y'all get a kick out of this. That's tough. El Chuco, what up? Freddie Morales. Woo! Boy, that's tough right there, man. Man, I don't know about y'all, but that's tough. Yeah, Frank Lawrence. Yeah, I think it's going to be some criminal charges. Woo! Boy. Frank Lawrence. And the thing is, Frank Lawrence, I just wonder if he told some other people and they vetted too. Newhouse fans said my job can fire me after I make $700. Newhouse fam, bro, I heard a crazy story the other day, Newhouse fam. I forget who this was. Newhouse fam, I heard a crazy story. There's this dude. He found, and I can't remember how much he found. Let me see. Y'all tell me what would y'all do? Dude in prison. Let me see if I can find this story. There is a dude in prison. I can't remember who this dude is. There is a dude in prison. He found $1.5 million on the ground and refused to turn it over to the authorities. And they gave him 10 years. They gave him 10 years. Would you go to jail for 10 years to keep $1.5 million? I think there's a recent guy who did something similar. Okay, yeah, it's another guy. Let me go back. This is another, let me see. I mean, would you go to jail? Would you go to jail if you found $5 million? Would you go to jail and wait until you get out and have that money? Man, I'm struggling with that out. Man, the stuff that happened when you, man, I had somebody tell me what happened when you go to prison, bro. $5 million ain't worth that. I'm not going to prison for $5 million. You gotta tell me I'm going to a country club. You gotta tell me I'm going to one of them country club prisons, man. I'm not going to prison for $5 million. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. That's crazy work. Newhouse Phelps said I would do 10 years if I had one. Newhouse Phelps, boy, you crazy. Boy, you crazy. I can't do it for $1.5 million, bro. But no appeal said I would tell them when I start my time. Bro, I can't do it, bro. I cannot go to prison for $1.5 million, bro. Not for no 10 years, bro. Not for no 10 years. Nah, man, I can't do it, man. All right, man, boy, I appreciate it. Boy, y'all got me rolling tonight, boy. Man, I appreciate y'all rocking with me on this Saturday night, man. Y'all make sure y'all go out there. Tell the folks who you love. Tell them you love them. Tell them you love them, man. Spend some time with somebody you love. Dude, I said I'm dropping fit. He said I'm dropping poop in the pit. I'm going home about $1.5 million. Dude, I spam, boy, you crazy. I can't do it, boy. Sure, I'm with you, Demetrius Noel. You might not even make it out alive, bro. I couldn't do it. Boy, Steve White said invest that $1.5 million in 10 years. Boy, I can't do it. Freddie said, oh, it depends on my age and physical ability. Boy, I can't do it. I can't do it, man. Can't do it. Do I spam said he up in there breaking Charles' real cheekbones. He said you ain't stopping me from getting out. Boy, you better than me, boy. I'm not doing it, bro. I'm not doing it. I can't do it. Frank Lord said, where am I going to keep that $1.5 million offshore accounts? I can't do it, Frank Lawrence. I can't, bro. I can't. Man, again, I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. Great show tonight. Appreciate y'all was in the action. Appreciate the super chats. Let me read this. I got one more super chat. Let me make sure I read that. Oh, I already got that one. Man, I appreciate y'all rocking with me again. Until the next time, DC4L, God bless. Let's talk Cowboys. We talk facts. Peace.